Right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the 13th installment of the Waffle House. And today we're going to take a return back to our roots and actually talk about music for once, properly. Well, not properly, but for a while, because a few of our favorite artists, should we say, dropped a few albums recently. Gets and Slow Tie, obviously from the UK, and Phil, I don't know if you want to talk about Peggy or Luke, if you want to talk about Peggy or Shiv, we want to talk about Peggy at all.
Peggy, I will talk about him. There's not a lot to talk about him right now.
Yeah,
because it's not an actual album he's dropped. He's just dropped 2 EPs over the course of lockdown.
Yeah,
in the build up to an album. So just want to talk about that a bit. But
yeah, there's been lots of new music while we've been doing the pod. So like we can start talking about that shit, I guess, maybe. And as a plug before we get into it, go follow our Spotify playlist.
Yep.
Yeah, it's cool.
Always wonderful music, good times,
good music, and you honestly won't know what to expect. There's literally every kind of music on there.
And if you listen to it, you instantly become cool. And if you're a male, it's like Links. If you listen to it, like if you use it, you get ladies, and or whatever you favor, really.
What is it, like that Old Spice one where there's a geezer just in the bathroom and everything's moving around him?
Yeah, and then he just ends up on a horse. That's the kind of vibe. If you listen to our
you'll
playlist.
end up on a horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you'll end up on a goddamn high horse of musical knowledge and empowerment.
Nice.
Also, we're currently shooting this on a Tuesday compared to our usual Monday. So I don't know. I think I put the podcast out yesterday, and I completely forgot that it was out. That's why our thing on the Waffle House only went out on the pod at 8 because I was like, shit, the podcast's out. So I had to go. The reason why we're filming on Tuesday is because Shiv and Fo are selfish and hate me and Luke and want to spend time in the sun.
I just want to fuck with our schedules, you know.
Sorry, mate. We had to make do with the weather yesterday because today it's a fucking hurricane. Okay.
Yeah, gale force winds.
We don't get to choose what days we have fun on. We don't get to choose what days we have fun on. The days choose us.
Yeah.
I may have been stuck inside all day yesterday.
Students.
Yeah. That's Mike. If you're not ready on the day on Scotland, it doesn't wait for you. It just passes.
Yeah, look, mate. If we hadn't yesterday, if I hadn't stepped outside yesterday and enjoyed that sun, right, I would have been like, oh, it's going to be sound tomorrow. Woken up today and then being like, oh shit, there's genuine typhoon outside.
Actual tornado.
I saw bins on Duff Street sideways, like lying down. That's how bad it was.
Man, shout out all the wind.
If you want
shout out windy forecast.
The roofing is coming off outside my flat because of the wind.
Bloody hell, okay.
So you want us to brave the outside?
Yes.
Today. Did you?
Yes, categorically,
You should go outside every day. It's good for you.
I was going to go on a run, but weather dictated.
I didn't want to get hit by roofing coming off of my roof. Well,
if we get stuck inside on good days, you should have to be forced outside on bad days.
Yes.
I'm not sure how that works because we get more bad days than you do, and you get more good days than we do as well.
What's a good day in this lockdown?
Let's not talk about lockdown. I don't want to talk about lockdown.
The sun is out and there's no rain. That's a good day.
That's a good day. Nice.
Anyway, right, let's get into it.
Go to music now.
Right.
So, Tyron, Slow Tie.
Yes.
Shiv said he's not listened to it yet.
No, I have not.
Luke said he hasn't really listened to it.
Two tunes.
I have quite a bit to talk about, like with Slow Tie. So, Mike, if you want to go first, what do you think about Tyron?
So, I've listened to it all the way through now. The first time I listened to it, I really liked the first 5 tunes, or whatever it is, first 6. All the proper old school British, grimy shit. That was really good. I enjoyed that a lot. And then he went back to his old, slower, other side on the second half of the album. Yeah. And I just got a bit bored, and I have listened to it through now, and it is good. But my issue is because it's just not integrated. It's it is 2 different projects, and for me, it's one of them where you'd have to come back to it when you're in the mood for either side. You can't listen to one side and then instantly flip to the other, because it's not integrated enough. There's no transition there. Like
I've not actually listened to it, but I'm just gonna say something. Why does an album have to be similar pieces of work? Why can't an album just be whatever the artist wants to put in the album?
Because an album's supposed to be a cohesive theme, even if it's not like a solid story. It's
even if there is like a small link linking both sides.
No, like my opinion on the album is completely different to mine.
All right, okay. But
yeah, I do see links between the two sides, and I'll get into that later.
Right, that's sound. Yeah. There you go, Mike. I've just debunked your issues.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. The issue is even if there's links in the lyrics on what they're saying, the sounds are so like sonically different. One's like fucking crazy side and one's like chill side.
I think that's fine. I think you can do that.
I'm just saying. I'm not criticizing them for doing that. I'm just saying for me, I would have to listen to the album one day or another.
Yeah,
like,
that's fair.
In the mood, like I can't listen to the whole thing because I can't be at that peak for like 6 tunes and then drop down and do whatever. Like, I just felt like for me, same way it was on Nothing Great About Britain when it was a bit more integrated and a bit more, less separate as such, because he can do that. He can make like an alt tune sound a little bit more grimy and then a grimy tune sound a little more alt and integrate it better. But
was it Toast an example for that as well? Because Toast is like riding the line between the two of Nothing Great About Britain. But like, so what you said where you like the first half of the album more than the second half is actually, so like from all the people I've talked to and like all the reviews I've read and all that, it's like literally opposite to what people are saying. And it's kind of like opposite to how I feel as well. Not really opposite to how I feel. I feel like I like both sides like all right enough. I'm not in love with either side of the album, but it's definitely not a bad album. One of the things I want to like shout out though is the first song on the album, 45 Smoke. It's like 2 minutes long.
Oh mate, it's fucking incredible.
That second verse with that baby voice, that's the first time I've heard Slowthai do a baby voice, and it bangs so hard, and I've never heard him do that. And that's probably like so I've like watched a lot of interviews of his since he's put the album out, and when you say it wasn't integrated enough, and he said in an interview to Anthony Fantano, actually that's the one I was watching, that the first he's done it into sort of like discs of the album, where he wants like the first disc is here like what he imagines the public perception of him is and what the public's musical expectations of him are, and then the second one is sort of like his experimental side, and he's just trying to like explore new sounds and see what he can find and just like have a bit of fun with it. So that's what he said he was doing.
That's the vibe. That's the vibe.
Can you just clarify what you mean by baby voice for me for a quick second? Like, is he rapping like an actual like as a baby?
Yeah, like the high point and the high pitched like baby voice rap, like Playboy Carti, like.
Oh, okay. I just thought you.
No, he's not there going.
Meant he's doing a baby. That's what I got really confused about. I thought that's what you meant, and I was like, I'm really struggling to see how that slaps. But
the like high pitched like mumble rap.
Okay.
I've just put it on in the headphones, and it is going extremely hard.
Yeah, it does. It's on the playlist. It's on our playlist, which is another reason why you should go follow it. I put it on there myself.
My biggest issue with the album is you can't have a song with both Dominic Fike and Denzel Curry featuring on it, and it be the worst song on the album. It's the worst song on the album, bro.
It's so bad. That's the song. I literally put it on. I'll tell you what, the first time I turned it off, I heard it and I went, no, I'm turning this off.
Like I saw. Like I'd heard Feel Away, James Blake, Mount Kimby, Banger, Got Me in My Feels, all that. I was like Dominic Fike and Denzel Curry. I've not heard them like work together. It's like 3 really different sounds, so I'm interested. And he's basically just watered down all 3 sounds so that they fit in like the same circle instead of just like mashing them all up and like making it sick. It's just a bit shit.
I mean,
he just started rapping in the baby voice, and it was weird. I had to stop.
I mean, my hottest take on it is weird, and I hate saying it because he's like the most British person we've had, since Mike Skinner. But it seems like he's trying to make music that American fans think that he is as well. At the same time, like he's trying to sell to America, and more power to him doing that because that's where the bag is, but. At the same time, like it's weird because he's so British, but he almost like, I don't know. It's hard to explain without someone else who would feel the same way. Like it's hard to put it in the words.
because he grew up in like a council estate in the UK, do you not think like when you grow up, growing up, the UK had its own media, but it was also like really like, what's the word, influenced by American media as well.
Mm.
So because of that, and then like Slowthai said that he like uses cinematography as like a big part of his music, and most of the time when he's thinking of like what songs to put on the album, he's thinking of like music videos to go with every single song on the album.
Yeah.
And he's cut songs because they don't have good enough music videos, or like the music video doesn't
That's
have a strong
weird.
enough concept.
That's
I don't like that.
wild. That's wild to me. That's wild.
I don't
No,
like that at all.
I rate that. I really rate that. I do think that he could just like put the music out without a video if it's not going to be on the album, just like release it as a single
Yeah.
or something.
Not every
But I
song
really
needs
like
a
every
video.
time I've like seen like an artist put out like an album with like a movie or like a film or like consistent like string of videos behind it, like the attention to detail they usually end up putting in is just so much like more worth it.
Bro, it's crazy.
Like the Unlocked album is one big one.
Have you guys
Also-
seen Crop Circle by Nines? He dropped
probably
one.
ages ago.
That was about he's dropped one or two. Gigs
Yeah.
dropped The Essence.
Yeah.
And bro, honestly, like these short films are fucking incredible. And like
the biggest example for that in like recent music is Unlocked
yeah,
by Denzel and Kenny, and like they're coming out with their latest one as well, like the sequel, like Unlocked 1.5. That seems pretty cool.
how can it be a sequel if it's 1.5, bro?
It's kind of like
It
is though, isn't it?
Outlast you.
But has anyone else seen the trailer for the new Unlocked?
Yeah, looks dope.
No.
Have you seen Community, Mike?
No, I started watching it, but I haven't
Oh
really
no,
seen
you won't get the reference then. Never mind.
Yeah, Fo
What's
was
the
trying to
reference?
explain this reference to me. You know, when he put up the story
Yeah.
and he was like trying to explain the reference to me, and I was like, I don't know what you're on about. Not because I've not watched Community, but more because of the music side. And he was
Can you
like,
do the
oh,
reference,
damn.
please? Can you explain the reference?
So basically, the whole point of Unlocked 1.5 is you've all seen the original Unlocked, like the video.
Oh,
as
no,
well.
I've seen the story. No, I've seen this. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Sorry.
So the whole concept of Unlocked 1.5 is that like this is evil Denzel Curry and evil.
Oh, and that was
Kenny
Evil
Beats.
Abbott and Evil Troy.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. Makes sense now. Makes sense now. Got
Yeah.
you. Got
I was
you.
real chuffed with myself, but no one got it, and I was like quite upset.
Yeah, no,
I
do
think
get
it's
it.
kind of without explanation, mate. That's quite niche.
Yeah, but I just thought a lot more people would be on top of the Denzel Curry and like Kenny Beats announcing a sequel. I was wrong.
You were wrong.
One thing
I
that
don't
surprised
think that
me.
many people have seen Community either, probably.
No,
Yeah.
Community's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
haven't
of
seen
people-
Community. That's my issue. I haven't seen it.
Really, I thought a lot of people had seen Community.
I
It's
started
kind of
watching.
you have to like go out your way to find it.
You
Yeah.
do. You do.
It's a very
You have to
American
be
show.
cool to watch it.
There is that.
Cool.
There is that.
I
It
started
drops
wa-
off though. It did drop off so much.
Yeah.
I started watching it and I just didn't get it. But
Nah,
that's-
bro, it's fucking hilarious at the start. Like
It's
genuinely,
cracking.
it's so
Yeah,
good. But
first 3 seasons are banging, and then when Donald Glover leaves, it
once,
just
once Donald Glover leaves, it's trash.
I was gonna say I just didn't feel like his character suited him. But
Oh no,
Oh, no,
it's so
you're
good.
wrong.
It's so
like-
good.
And it goes along with like early Childish Gambino as well.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
It
But
makes sense.
if you know him as a person and when you've seen him develop now, you would
Yeah,
you'd
but
be like,
Yeah, but like that doesn't
it's
discount
nearly
who he
10
was
years
then.
now, I guess.
Yeah, that doesn't discount who he was then.
yeah, true.
But like one last point I want to make about Slowthai because we got really distracted there. We said like it sounds like he's like trying to, like, people say he's watering down his music, but like he's changing his sound to appeal to a wider audience, like whatever the fuck he's doing.
He's watering it down, in other words.
Yeah, he is watering down. That's what I think he's done. But like people say, oh, he's just changed his sound, he's exploring new sounds, blah blah blah. I think he's just watered down the sound.
He has watered down sound. He couldn't do. This is the thing, right? Is I've always compared Ty to Mike Skinner. Always. I don't know what it is. I think it's maybe because they're both from the Midlands and they both almost have like just a similar sounding, well, not similar sound of voice. He's much more extreme than Mike Skinner, but what they talk about and their lyrical content is very similar, like and just very British. But I would say Ty has gone more
Where's
away from
Slowthai
that.
from again?
Northampton.
Northampton, yeah.
Shit, no way.
Yeah, man.
I don't know why I didn't expect it to be Northampton, but yeah.
Yeah.
Carry on, mate. Sorry, that just
But-
blew my mind a little bit.
What I was gonna say is you couldn't like this is like Mike Skinner for me is one of the greatest MCs ever. Just because, like I said, he's stays so true to himself. He's so British that you know you don't hear anything other like fucking crazy. Like fit, but don't you just know it? Like fucking who calls anyone fit outside of the UK? Do you know what I mean? And like for me, I don't know, songs like Pranging Out, fucking yeah. Anyway, besides the point, Ty couldn't do that and blow in America because, like I said, it's so British.
Yeah,
So
the
you have-
slang's different.
Yeah, you have to sell out some of your British side because they won't get it, and that's why I say he does sell out a bit of his British side because
And like
you simply
is-
won't get it.
comes back to like again him, like he says he wants to do music videos, and like creating music videos is such a big part of like his musical vision that like he's not. And I feel like a lot of the UK audience, like not even like just listeners, but like people that who like studios he would pitch his ideas to, don't really get behind the idea of like big budget grand music videos as much as like they would in the US. So like if
Yeah.
he wants to do stuff like the Inglorious video was so high budget, like North Nights was a bit more like low budget, and then there was the one in this pub. But he's done some like really big
Nothing
budget
great about
films.
Britain. That was
Yeah,
such a
nothing-
good music video.
Nothing great about
Yeah.
Britain. He wants to do like these big projects, and he'll have the facilities and the means to do that more so in America as compared to the UK. I mean, like he did record the Mazza video in Northampton, but that's like because it's COVID and like ASAP Rocky had to record his part in New York. Like they never actually met when they were like recording the music video. They just had the song done.
Yeah.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like he can. I get the point about not being able to make as big projects without a big old
Yeah.
American record deal, but I don't like that he has to do that.
Oh no, I don't
think-
like it either. I really don't like it.
Thing is, I don't
know.
think he has to. I think we said this in a couple podcasts back now, where the UK no longer needs the US. Like, if you want to make money, you don't need the US anymore. There's enough money. in the
Yeah.
UK.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you want
I
movie
think-
money, it's still America.
Yeah, it's still,
Yeah.
you've got to go Hollywood. Like, there's no
Yeah.
Hollywood over here. But
Like I think he wants like he wants to work with American artists a lot more as well, and like because he's recently other than like James Blake, I think all the features,
Skepta.
yeah, James Blake and Skepta, other than that, I think all the features on his album are from America, unless Mount Kimby are from the UK as well.
Yeah, Mount Kimby, UK.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're from like Bristol, aren't they? I think.
That is a test. I think they're from London because they've got a song called Thames Water or something. So I'm going to say London.
Doesn't the Thames go through Bristol though?
No.
No.
No,
No.
No, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is
wait.
that genuine? No, wait.
Wait.
No. What's he
Wait.
done here?
You know what it is? You know what it is? I got really confused because obviously I've been playing the Assassin's Creed game recently,
That's it.
and there's a part where it says where the Thames and the River Avon
Avon meet.
meet, and like that was part of the Gloucestershire story arc. I'm pretty certain.
Okay.
So
Yes.
I was thinking like Bristol area for that reason.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
it's not quite. It's
Um,
the Severn and Avon run through Bristol. I don't even know if the Avon
a
actually
quick
runs through
check.
it.
Mount Kimby are from London.
At least I might know my geography.
But yeah, for someone that was like that has such an aggressive UK sound, to have that many like American features on your second album, on your sophomore album, is like it's an outlier compared to most other big albums that have come out of the UK or big artists that have come out of the UK, especially in hip hop and alternative music. Alternative music not as much because the alternative scene in America is a lot bigger. But that might just be because there's a lot more people in America. The scene for everything in America is a lot bigger because there's a lot more people.
They do outweigh us like 3-1.
I think Americans
So
though. I think Americans are drawn to Slow Tie though. I don't know.
there's something so British about him
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
like draws in Americans for sure.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like he is. Like I said, he's the most British guy in the whole scene, and I think that draws them into him. But then again, like Americans generally are drawn to British music right now, and that's why I
But
say we don't need
The
to
thing
do
is, he's British. He's not even like when I think of Slow Tie, I think British. I don't initially think like grime. I don't think like UK hip hop. Do you know what I mean? Like I just think of a British guy,
Yeah.
just like, and I think that's what it is. Like they're drawn to him because he's British and he's not like a grime MC or like specifically like in that niche like small area.
I don't think so. I think like he's more like he draws the American crowd because he does have different sounds other than hardcore aggressive British sounding rap with British slang. He like also uses like his alt voice with like an American accented singing voice, which is a lot more appealing to the American listener than like grime with UK slang where they don't really understand a lot about what's being said. I think that's sort of why like he
I guess it's delivery.
Yeah.
But that's because of where he's from. That's because he's from Northampton. He's not from London. If like you find, I think you find it as well. A lot of people from London that make music are so like they have such an affiliation with London and their ties to London that they can't break away from that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to get at. Like he's not a London boy, you know. Like
no,
he's not about being a London boy because he's from Northampton. Like he's so much broader than just London.
Yeah, I don't really know about he's super British kind of thing.
He just gives super British vibes.
Bro, he said bottle of Bucky and Buckingham Palace. Like that.
He's not the first rapper to rap stuff like that.
No, like I said, Mike Skinner was the first to do that. Mike Skinner was hands down the first.
I guess it's the other weapons in his arsenal that have made him go over there a bit more, rather than the British stuff.
I mean, it's the fact that he managed to diversify from Tea and Biscuits in the first place is the reason he's so big.
Yeah, he never should have done that. Yeah,
if he just kept on doing like Tea and Biscuits over and over again, you'd have a couple of songs that got like 100 million plays. Like
I'd have a Slow Tie tattoo if he just did three albums of Tea and Biscuits. I'd have a Slow Tie tattoo.
Bro, he'd be my favorite artist of all time.
Yeah,
like I'll never forget. I heard it because of do you know TGF, bro?
Yeah.
So their old outro used to be drug dealer, wear Nike, not feeler. And that's how I heard of him, and I used to hear it. I was like, who is this guy? This guy's fucking awesome. And like this was like when he was like still quite indie in the UK even.
Yeah, because they're from similar ends, aren't they? TGF and
I think it's also the basement. The basement, they were both in the basement, so they heard Ty's music and use it and that. And I think
I heard them in the basement because I was a cool kid. On 5,000 views. Yeah, I know about Slow Tie, man.
Fucking basement, man. Right. Has anyone got anything else left to say about Ty or his new project?
I would like him to make more music like Tea and Biscuit so Luke can get a tattoo of Slow Tie.
Yeah,
I think we all do.
I would also like to say, still not over the Catherine Ryan thing for me.
Yeah.
Still feeling that.
What fully happened in that? I saw something and he was a bit inappropriate or something.
Yeah, super inappropriate.
Yeah, she got like jokey flirty with him, and then he took it way too far and got really inappropriate.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah,
that's not very cool.
It has like left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth listening to his music, especially since he preaches not doing that so much in his music.
Yeah, respecting his mom and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it did like, and I feel like if someone like Future did something like that, I'd be like, fuck it, it's Future. Sort of expected, not listened to him for a while. But with like Slow Tie, because he preaches that, it really dampened the like impact that his music usually has.
It changed my image of him.
Yeah. Like when I listened to Nothing Great About Britain for the first time, like I was loving it. I like the lyrics and like the messages he was sending out were like really hitting hard for me. And then after he did that, the impact that those lyrics had and like the messages he was sending out just didn't do the same thing, because I knew he had just done exactly what he told people not to. But it's also worth remembering that Slow Tie is like quite young, and he is like quite young in the public spotlight. And it's not like he's not addressed what he's done and just brushed it off. He's addressed what he's done. He's talked about it, and he's like not made excuses, which is like the biggest part. He's just like, I've done what I've done. I've fucked up, and I'm trying to like make myself better, because like there's no excuse for what I did. Like have to do better, and that's like one of the things I respect, because a lot of people in his position wouldn't do that.
A lot
Yeah,
of
that's
people
true.
just ignore
That's
it, and they
Ignore it, yeah.
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 So like I feel like he's not past it just yet, but by the time his third album comes around, I think that's gonna be like his make or break for like how his career goes from here.
He's got to
Because-
just do more positive stuff.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. I think
there you
Tyron's a step down from Nothing Great About Britain.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
think
Yeah,
he's really got to
musically-
step up. He's
Yeah.
got to step up for his third album. But
I think not even just like musically, I feel like he's got to do a lot more outside of his like albums and his singles. He's got to, because he preaches so much about it and he has fucked up. If he's just preaching about it and making music and didn't have any like blotches on his record sound, now that he's got that, he really needs to do something like out of the ordinary to like step it up and like make sure that like he has the people backing him for the rest of his career. Because like if you blow up by your first album, your second album's worse than that, and your third album's worse than that, no one's going to listen to your fourth.
Yeah, you're not bringing in new viewers. So
bro,
yeah,
that's happened so many times in hip hop. That's what I said though. I said it's second album syndrome. Like, when your first album's so good, your second album's never going to be as good.
No, like that's fine with having a sophomore album that's not as good because you're exploring like different avenues and shit. But by the third album, and like, how old is Slow Tie now? Like what, 25, 26?
Probably about that.
He'll 26. He's 26, so he'll probably be about like 28 by the time his next album comes out. If he waits 2 years, which is what he waited between Nothing Great About Britain and Tyron, like he's reaching a certain level of maturity at that point, and he should be like reaching like some form of like current peak in his like musical ability. And if we're not hearing the best Slow Tie we've heard by that point, I don't think it's going to get any better.
Yeah, that's true. Before we got like 7 minutes left on this clip, so I want to spend 7 minutes talking about. People will realize why I like the first side of the album when I talk about this next album.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
is,
realistically, we should be talking about this album more than we've talked about.
yeah, because this is fucking incredible. Gets Conflict of Interest. Oh my god, fucking right. I've always said to me that, you know, they always talk about MSN and they always draw comparisons. That is Chip, Gets, and Kano. And we spoke about Gets before on another pod and done whatever, but this album really fucking like consolidated in my mind. It's consolidated, that's the word. In my mind that he is the fucking GOAT. Like, he is incredible. Like, you got his first ever project was 2000 in Life as Ghetto, proper grimy, like crazy beats, and then this is so refined, right? And I was saying this before, the beats really aren't crazy, but he talks and you sat there like, fucking, you get the gun finger comes out and
Involuntary gun finger.
Yeah, he's just crazy, and he shows it on the features that he's got on there. And he also, what I love about there, he's got the fucking tune with Parsaloo and Back Row G.
Cool.
That's fucking great. And then he's got the tune with Gigs on, which is fucking crazy. But
yeah. So I've only listened to the album once back to front. It wasn't a solid listen because I was doing some work in the background, but this is the one song that like really caught my interest, the one with Gigs. I was just like sat there with my headphones doing some work, and I was just like, I felt my face scrunch up, and I was just...
That's what I'm saying. The beat isn't crazy like you would expect. like Gas Mark 9 was, I think, the last time they did a track together on an album.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. Rebel with a Cause, about 2011. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's about right. But like, that beat was crazy, and then this beat was just so simple. But you hear both of them, and you're just, that's disgusting. Like, what?
Gets and Gigs were together on the Big Bads.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
In 2019.
Yeah, my bad.
I thought he was.
Yeah, Big Bad wasn't someone I've really listened to that much, if I'm being totally honest.
I listened to it like a fair few times over one summer, which is why I remember.
Yeah, but fucking Gets, man, like, he deserves his flowers. Like, he is actually the fucking greatest. Like, there's no question about it. And you know how I said about how he can't translate his energy in sets to his albums? He showed to me on this one he doesn't have to, because it's like everyone must have heard Skeng Man by now with him and Stormzy. Like,
yeah.
That's like fucking that went quite big. So, but like you can hear the beat on that isn't crazy. It's like quite classical samples, violins or whatever. Fucking very simple hook and like catchy hook as well. You just randomly start catching yourself going Skeng Man, but you catch yourself doing that all the fucking time. But you know, like it showed to me he's got so many different sides to him. Like he's so multifaceted as an artist. He's just if no one's listened to it, you have to go listen to it. Also Mozambique with I know it's JK, but I can't remember the other feature off the top of my head. Fucking just incredible. And
Moonchild Sinelli.
That's I've never heard of them, so that's probably why I can't remember off the top of my head.
They're on the Gorillaz album.
Is it?
Yeah.
What song is it on the Gorillaz?
With Love to an X.
Yeah, I don't even know that one. Fair. Okay. Cool.
But Gets it's fucking.
Oh, it's right between the Gold Link and UMO, and then the JPEG Mafia and Shy feature is. And,
I'm not a big fan of that episode. What is it?
Song Machine season 1.
Song Machine season 1.
I really like that.
Yeah, but Mike Gets is the goatiest grime man.
Yeah, and, you know, he's got crazy features on it. Dave, Wretch 32.
Have you just dethroned Chip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
he's got a song called Autobiography on this new one, and it's like 6 minutes long, and he literally talks about his whole career in music. Just straight, no hook, just pretty much goes for like 6 minutes just talking about music.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, yeah.
And he didn't get outdone on any of the features. Like no one's got a stronger verse than him on the whole album. He's fucking crazy. And I think though I don't think he would have let someone have a better verse than him on an album, if I'm being totally honest. He would have gone back and re-recorded shit.
He's OG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let that happen.
And like we're talking, Gets is so good that even Kano in his Fire in the Booth, if people go back and listen, he talks about people that have gone on and had guest features with him.
Yeah.
And like the only people he says that have been able to like outshine him is like Gets, Wretch, and Vibes Cartel on features, which is a very exclusive list.
I think he talks really highly about the gigs feature on Free Relapse.
He does, yeah.
Yeah, but maybe it was very good as well.
He says gigs tried to sneak one in and all, whatever it is afterwards. It's like, yeah. But I mean we should have spoke more about gigs really, but I mean like Shiv and Luke, you both haven't listened to it really, and Phil hasn't really listened to it, so we can't really do a comprehensive breakdown of it. But I thought I'd say, because I've listened to it multiple times, and it's just fucking crazy. So I need everyone to go listen to that, because it is. Let's just say if Chip tried beefing him, I don't know who'd win at this point. I don't know who'd win.
Damn.
At this point, I don't know who'd win.
Damn.
I have always had that thought that he's like Gets is the one that Chip won't touch, but we'll never find out. I think they're quite tight, but. Anyway, should we take a break, and then we're gonna come back and get Shiv involved a little bit more, because he's been very quiet this first part. Right. Anyway, we'll catch you in a bit. Okay, everyone, we're back. And before we get into the next part of the podcast, none of us have listened to it, but Fo wants to give 2 Chainz his flowers. So
yeah, shout out 2 Chainz. If you don't know who 2 Chainz is, where have you been for the past
decade?
11 years.
Yeah, I think that's a fair comment. I think that's a really fair comment.
Are you alive? Do you exist?
He's been putting out bangers for 10 years. He's put out his latest album, I think it was towards the end of last year, actually. It was like late December, early January 2020, 2021 sort of like time frame was when he came out. And I think it's like one of the definitely one of the strongest 3 album runs to come out of Atlanta recently.
You can't say that. It's only Atlanta. It's a really small place.
I was,
It's not a really small
I
place.
was
There's lots of
really
people
glad you
there,
didn't say
but
ever though, because I was ready to put my fists up and fight because of Ti
Really,
and
like-
Outkast.
No. Like, in recent, Atlanta's been churning out so much hip hop and so much rap.
yeah. But it's like quite a small place.
I mean,
there's not
but
that many free
I,
album
I,
runs.
I
But
don't
a
know.
lot
bro,
I don't know.
of hip hop comes out of Atlanta.
Yeah, like I can
You know
name-
what I'm trying to say?
I think
I
if
can
you
name
if you
you
look
that better.
proportionately at how much hip hop comes out of the
Comes out
US,
of
and
Atlanta,
then
it's actually
and then
quite
you look
high
at how
density.
much comes out of Atlanta itself, there's a really big percentage. I think.
Atlanta
That's not what I'm
pioneered
trying
a
to say.
sound.
It's not what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like saying he's one of the best.
It's like saying he's
left-backs
one
to
of the
play
best to come
for-
out of the Barcelona academy. Not a lot of people come out of the Barcelona academy, but the ones that do are very good. So to be one of the best of them, is
Yeah.
still very
I'm
good.
going to shut up.
Luke doesn't know anything about
gonna-
music.
I was gonna say, 'cause
sorry, I said it. I just don't like those like big sweeping statements, but that was quite a good big sweeping statement. So
I was gonna say because for about 10 years, Atlanta have been bigger than LA in terms of hip
yeah,
hop.
Atlanta's been doing it. I'm not going to beat
Like
Atlanta.
off the top of my head, the only person that's like coming from Atlanta that has a better 3-album run than him in like music currently is probably Jid.
Oh,
Does
you
he
love
have
Jid,
3
man.
albums?
You
Is
love
it-
Jid so much.
Is it
Yeah,
2
you
albums?
do. You do.
I love
Jid
Jid so
Wait,
much.
so
so
sorry,
much.
no, we're not talking about people still making music.
Yeah,
We're talking
just-
about people who
just
have made albums currently.
Talk about 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say because I was again about to fight over Outkast and
No.
Ti.
No, yeah, I said in the
Just
recent
talk about
hip hop
2
scene,
Chainz. I'm
Michael.
sorry, I said it.
Point is, "So Help Me God" by 2 Chainz absolutely bangs. Songs you should listen to are "Moneymaker" featuring Lil Wayne, and then "Southside Hove" is a banger. There's another one.
Bro, Lil
Not
Wayne
coming-
free album runs have been crazy. They just haven't been coming out because Birdman just fucked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Don't forget the Carter 5 when it dropped, bro. That was
Come
Oh,
on.
the Carter 5 was a banging album.
Mate, just all of the Carters in general were just really fucking good. So
Yeah.
But- Yeah, "So Help Me God" by 2 Chainz. 3 best songs are "Moneymaker" featuring Lil Wayne, "Southside Hove," and then what I can't remember the last one.
the cooking show where he eats loads of weed infused food.
no,
That's the
no.
best
Sorry.
one, mate.
Sorry.
Tony.
It's a good
Tony is
album.
a banger. But "Cooking with Cannabis," no, what was it? "Most Expensivest," that's the one.
Yes. So, oh my god, so good.
God, I
Oh,
just
Watching
fucked my
him get
brother.
absolutely stoned, like out of his mind, and not know where he was
Oh,
whilst
no,
eating
it's
this
the
gourmet
one-
food is
Yeah,
like
it's the one where
some
he
of the
goes for like,
funniest
the
things.
gourmet edibles, and they've got like this rosin on the table where they said like 1 milligram is about 5 joints worth of weed.
Yes. Oh my
and
god.
he's just
Yes.
like rubbing it onto like this fucking foot long joint already. He's like, I don't want to get too crazy.
Look,
Bless him.
I need to
Uh,
correct my blunder real quick before you say that. I just said Lil Wayne was from Atlanta. And
No, yeah, he's not.
yeah, he's from New Orleans. And as soon as I said it, and everyone started talking, and I couldn't correct myself. And I've been sat here in my head in my hands. I didn't like it. Lil Wayne is from
But
Atlanta.
yeah, good 2 Chainz album. He also put out a Tiny Desk recently where he was recording in his nail salon that he owns on like the Market Street in Atlanta. Pretty sick. Then like I think he said all the funds that he generates from this Tiny Desk are also going to go to like Black Lives Matter, like charities and stuff like that. He's been doing really good things for the Black community ever since he's been in the spotlight.
I was going to
he's
say
just-
that. He's just
yeah.
a dope, he's just a great human
Yeah.
being.
He's a cool
All
dude.
round incredible artist, incredible person. Give him a listen.
Yeah.
Shout out 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz sponsor us.
Yes, please.
2 Chainz, come on the podcast. Talk to us.
Come on the podcast, 2 Chainz.
Next show you see
Two
I'll
us
Chainz
suck
all
should
your
wearing,
be my
dick!
friend.
Fly
you
us
see,
out to
you see us
Atlanta,
all
please.
wearing 2 Chainz, and we are now sponsored by 2
I
Chainz.
actually am wearing 2 Chainz.
Whoa!
I'm
Yeah.
only got the one on. I could find another if I had to,
I've
but
got no chains.
damn. Maybe we wear 4 each for us to even out their lack
Yeah.
of chains.
I think that's what we've got to do.
Yes.
Well, guys, get some good chains.
I've got one. I've actually got one chain from
It's the
being the Rock, isn't it?
being the Rock for Halloween.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Right.
Cool.
Moving on. Right before we came on a pod, Shiv's girlfriend put in our group chat about what would you do if you won the Euro Millions tonight, which is 180 million.
Wait, what group chat?
You're not involved, mate. We
Yeah,
no
man.
snakes in this in this group chat.
God.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Cool.
She's- It's a group chat. It's a group chat of just us three and Sam. So
Yeah.
you're not even involved. It's exclusive.
No snakes, just ladders, baby.
I've caught a sickness. I've caught an illness. I've been snaked. You've bitten me with your venom. You two chatting in group chats that I'm not in.
Look, mate,
We'll just have our own group chat.
this is on for Waz for saying what group chat, fully knowing what group chat. All of this could have been avoided if he didn't try and be clever with it.
What group chat?
Did you knew about the group chat?
He replied to the goddamn message.
Right. Anyway,
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. If you
well,
didn't try and get cheeky with it, there would have been none of this.
Oh,
It's true.
okay.
Yeah.
Let's make, I don't care.
So
Yeah,
anyway.
I've just been taking the piss, like making everything a lot harder than it has to be.
Okay, cool.
Right. So I have this idea that I'm just going to Google hypothetical questions. This is literally 5 minutes before we start recording, so I will be on my phone looking at new questions.
That's cool.
But the first one I've just read is, and this is a good question. What aspect of yourself would you increase by whatever amount? But the issue is there's the same amount of your whatever you'd have to decrease an aspect of yourself by the same amount. So what would you increase and what would you decrease?
I would decrease my weight.
No, that doesn't count. It's gonna be something positive. You can't just say
No.
Well,
No.
you didn't clarify that it had to be something positive. You just said you have to decrease something else about
That's a
yourself.
weird
So
thing.
yeah, but then you just
I'm trying to work loopholes here.
Yeah, trying to cheat the system.
Let's just say so say you wanted to say
I would increase my cunning so I could work a way around this question.
Yeah.
and I decrease my stupidity.
Yes, exactly.
I'd increase
So,
my
no.
cunning so I could work my way around the question, and then I'd decrease my weight.
No, but so for example, say you wanted to decrease your weight, it'd be like increase your non-weight.
You've got to balance out with something else.
I think
okay.
my actual answer would be, I don't know. I think I definitely want to increase my patience. I reckon.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so but what would you lose?
I don't know.
You got to pick something, bro.
He likes himself too much.
I do. This is the issue I have.
maybe decrease your vanity.
Nah, bro. It makes me who I am.
But vanity's not a good thing. So he would have to decrease something good about himself. Is what we're saying.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Self-confidence.
The vanity wouldn't even work.
You'd have
Yeah.
to decrease
Increases. I don't even want to know what that looks like. Increase self-confidence for us.
Oh, this is a really tough one, man.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. I'm perfect.
I'm perfect the way I is.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I would increase. This isn't a bad quality. Am I increasing a bad quality of mine so that it gets better, or?
Yeah. So like you.
Okay, so I would increase.
Well, then I increase my patience.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
you said
That's a
that, but
good
you said
Surely, yeah, so I'm confused.
Yeah, you got to figure out what you got to decrease.
So
yeah, you got to figure out what.
something
Yeah,
good.
so what you're saying is like you
Okay.
could be more patient. So
Yeah.
obviously, like
What
your
am I
patience could.
sacrificing for that?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So I'm saying I would increase my. I don't know how to word it, but like doing things for others, like my care for others. I can be quite selfish at times,
Yeah.
I think.
oh,
So I would be okay. I guess I would be more selfless and less
Yeah.
selfish. And in return, I would decrease. This is really hard because I do like the good things about myself. So,
That's what I mean. What would you be willing
what
to
are the good
sacrifice?
things would I like to sacrifice?
could you
I
drop
guess.
like a few bits on your eyesight? A few
Do
points.
you know what? If I had to, I'm already wearing glasses. As it is.
You know what?
Exactly, mate.
Could I sacrifice being even more blind? Well, I mean, do you know what? I've already got like one ear that works and one that doesn't, so I can't really give away more hearing. Because then I would just be deaf. I think.
Yeah,
I would give up an inch of my height, so I'm still over 6 foot.
nice.
That's
Nice
such a
move.
liberty
Alright,
to
weird
have as
flex,
well.
but
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you just give
That's
it away.
such a
man.
liberty to have. Like I can't even do that. If I
Yeah,
give up an inch of my height, I'm
yeah,
still
well,
not 6 foot.
me and Luke will lose 3, so we're still over 6 foot. Just we get 3 qualities to increase.
Yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, I would probably decrease. Oh, what would I decrease? I would decrease how affectionate I am. I would probably take a hit on the affection that I show in return for being more selfless.
So you would, in order to increase affection, you'd be.
No, that's a good trade. I think.
Nah,
Nah,
because
it's a good trade-off, it is a good
you can
trade-off.
be more selfless, but
Not
not have
affectionate,
to be
yeah.
affectionate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I can be
Yeah.
overly affectionate. So
He's
I can
very
afford to lose
affectionate
some
this
there.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
Nice. That's
There we
really
are.
deep, but nice one, Chief. That's good.
Thanks. I got there, boys. I got there.
Maybe take a note of that and. Like,
Yeah, maybe that's something I need to work on in the future.
That's the
Just
2021 resolution. You heard it
be
here first.
more selfless, be less affectionate.
show you
Yeah.
care less.
But do I have to? Like, do I have to? Because we're just saying that's a hypothetical. So in real life,
no,
I can
so-
stay
Don't
as
have to.
affectionate as
No,
possible.
Shiv, you are not allowed to
Yeah.
touch Sam for the next year.
Damn, that's a tough one.
Put that in the group chat.
And you
Yeah.
can't be selfish at all for a year.
The selfish one's hard, man. Like actually trying to be less selfish is way harder than I think. It's
Yeah,
gonna
it
be.
is
See,
hard.
here's the thing, though. I think that'd be the thing I'd want to like decrease. I know it sounds stupid, but I'd decrease.
You'd want to be more
selfishness.
selfish, would you?
To be fair, I feel like I'm not
because
selfish
I feel
enough
like
sometimes.
I feel like I look out for people way too much over
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah,
sometimes.
there is that, but also I think like what I'm talking about is like I look out for my friends and stuff. That's not a problem, but also my laziness in itself breeds selfishness in like really stupid things, like not wanting to get up and do something. In that sense, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's
Like,
I think
right.
that's
Like
Same.
my laziness itself breeds selfishness in essence. I
Right,
guess
I'm with you. I'm with you.
it's not like in major issues where like I would have my friends back 100% and I would do anything that my friends needed if it was vital. But like if like say Fawaz one day said to me, "Can you come round and bring me some tomato ketchup?" I'd probably say no because I'm lazy, and that is selfish.
Can I
It
just say,
gets chicken cream
if
one
I'm
time.
asking you to bring me a condiment, it would definitely not be tomato ketchup.
No, right? Okay, fine. But it was just for an example.
See,
Bring me barbecue sauce or bring me nothing.
Well, you weren't getting anything
Barbecue
anyway
sauce
because
is
you were too far away, is what I was saying.
lol.
Kind of
I
rude.
think I've thought of things.
Shiv, I thought you were being less selfish. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Lol. I would have more energy. Oh, that's weird. That's a look. Look at that.
Oh my god.
I would have more energy in return for being less ginger.
Wow. Okay.
what color would you
what
lean
a
towards?
fucking cop out.
Would you lean towards the blonde or the brown?
I couldn't imagine Luke with dark hair, so it'd have to be
What about
light, I think.
strawberry blonde or dark hair?
Strawberry blonde
Like-
is ginger, mate.
Strawberry,
Take the
blo-
vote.
yeah, you
No,
can't say
okay.
strawberry blonde.
Blonde Luke or brown hair Luke?
I think
a vote.
I think blonde. I think blonde. Bro.
No, I think
Wow.
a blonde Luke would be scary.
I can't picture you with dark hair at all.
I'd be proper Aryan. I'd look a little bit too Aryan with that. I've got blue eyes as well, so-
Yeah, but you've also got like the St. Kitts and Nevis blood in you, mate. So like
yeah,
you're going to create such
it
a
would balance
fusion.
out. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
But the fusion. Imagine the fusion.
The fusion would be crazy.
What a fucking area to sink. Never
You
fusion.
might
Fusions, man.
you might get like you might get fully like mistaken for albino though. Like legit.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that was
I
the
think-
go-to question
Yeah,
in secondary school anyway.
Mm.
I was going to
being
suggest the
ginger's cool,
Jabril
man.
Cisse, but did not for albino reasons.
What was
So
that?
again,
The Jabril Cisse hair color, like the platinum.
oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah,
I think I would go hard on you, Luke, mate. Unless you just would like a dark blonde, you know, like a kind of like a dirty blonde.
A dirty
Like
blonde.
me.
Yeah, like kind of Mike's color, because
Yeah.
that would work. I
Yeah,
think.
that wouldn't actually look too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually an easy trade-off because gingers are cool, but I'd love to have a bit more energy. Like,
How
not
about
needing 8 hours sleep would be cracking.
why don't you trade more energy for less sleep?
That's
That's a
not-
win-win,
that's-
isn't it? Is that not a
What
win-win?
if I could pick that I needed less sleep, and sleep is what's a,
Bro.
Is that a
I'm
loophole that I've
confused.
just
I'm
found?
I'd be
confused.
no, like I don't think sleeping less is like ideal, because even if you're awake all night, what are you gonna do at night? Because like
I'd
I've
read
had
there,
some
mate. I'd be
Yeah, he's
well
got all the
entertained.
energy to just
I've
because you don't know what you do at that time. Luke knows what he's doing at that time.
you can only read so much. Like you have to like talk to someone at some point. If you just sat there in
But
a
I
room,
talk to people as well.
He's
Yeah, he's
on a
like-
podcast.
No,
Come on, yeah.
All we're saying,
No,
is
so
he's
what
losing
I'm
like 2
saying-
hours of sleep to gain some extra energy.
Yes.
are you
Where-
saying
where's the
okay?
loss
I thought we
I'm
were
not
just
saying he
saying.
doesn't sleep
No
at
sleep.
all.
I thought we
Wow.
were saying no. He's just running.
I'm not saying that. I
He's
enjoy
running
sleep.
24/7.
I'm not saying team no sleep for Luke. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
No, imagine me. Imagine how miserable I'd be.
No,
he's
because you
just
have
on
all the
sleep.
energy in the world, mate.
Yeah,
so it's
you're
sound.
just on auto charge, mate. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
like every time
Mike,
you
what's the next one?
you
Hang
like a
on.
sim.
I haven't even answered it yet.
You-
Yeah,
First-
what
like
is
a
yours?
sim,
Go,
like, every time you drink
Mike,
water,
Mike, say yours.
dude. Yeah, your bars are like your
Uh,
sounds.
For me, I would want to increase my work ethic. Like, it sounds crazy because when I start doing something, like we were talking about with the project I was doing, and I end up burning myself out, I wish I didn't have that burnout. I wish I could just keep going. Like,
Yeah.
I wish I I will
Is
like,
that work ethic or stamina then? You know?
maybe stamina. Like, I think the ethic's there.
Because
I just don't-
your work ethic is definitely there, I would say. Like
Mhm.
you're always willing to put in the work. It's just whether or not you can like outlast that
Yeah, like
that period, you know?
when my brain can last it, and
Yeah.
like sometimes I take on too much at one time, and I wish that I could actually just fucking do it. But at the same time as well, when I say that, I'd also want to increase. There's two things. There's a cop out, but increase my like dependency on other people. Like, I hate relying on other people. That's why I've done everything, like music wise and all that. I have to do it by myself, because like if I'm relying on someone else, they're not working to my work ethic, and I'll get frustrated if they're behind mine. So like that's why, like, when I make a tune, I do it in like 6 hours. And then like, but if I'm working with an engineer and I'm working with someone who's doing someone's doing like cover art for me, and someone who's doing, I don't know what, like whatever, a producer who wants to do little things like that, and they take 4 or 5 days, 2 weeks, whatever, that's going to piss me off because I do it in 6 hours.
But Mike, do you not think like asking you like, obviously as a mate and then as someone who likes your music as well, do you not think like churning a song out in 6 hours is sometimes detrimental to the quality of work you put out?
No, because
Really?
because of the way I function. Because if I don't do it quickly, it becomes worse because I overthink it.
But
And
that's why you have other people there. That's the whole point of having the other people, because they
Yeah.
pick up the slack. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to work at 100 miles an hour.
but
You can
that-
cruise at 70 whilst everyone else is cruising at
You
70.
like-
but that's
you
also
do
what
like
that's the
working
thing. That's
together.
what I want to increase. That's what I would like to be able to be more dependent on other people and not myself.
Right, okay.
Because
Right.
that would be cool. And like, I don't know, I think I'd probably decrease is something, I don't know, like, I feel like if you had a higher work ethic, a higher stamina on that, you could probably decrease something like your intelligence. Like, you could probably
Probably.
the
yeah.
work ethic and
Yeah.
the stamina, how much you work could
I
make
suppose
up,
it balances out, doesn't it?
yeah,
Yeah.
For the loss of intelligence. So I think I'd probably say, yeah, I'd probably decrease the intelligence to be able to work harder and for longer, and just be able to be more dependent on people.
That-
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah.
Increase metabolism, mate.
They were sensible answers, like like the rest of us.
So have you got your decrease? Have you got your decrease yet?
Not really. I'm like struggling to think of something.
Need to move on. Need to move
yeah.
on.
Right, we can move
Just
on. if
pick
you want.
one thing you like about yourself, though, and just say that you decrease that, mate. That's all you have to do,
Um,
mostly.
I could be a bit more grumpy. I'm like quite happy a lot of the time. I could be a bit more angry.
Yeah, I mean, if it
So
works,
you
it works,
decrease
man.
serotonin. You decrease serotonin essentially.
Pretty much.
Fair enough. Right,
I've not been humbled in a while. I need to be brought back down.
Yeah.
fair enough. Right, next one's a bit more fun, a little less serious. If you could create any reality TV show, what would you create and why? Now, I'm going to give you
That's a
guys
big question.
but I'm going to give you guys time to think on this because this will set the tone, right? So what mine would do, right, is you pitch all they would all have to be willing participants. Like this is a joke, by the way, as well.
God,
This isn't fucking me being deadly serious. So everyone in there would be willing participants.
Oh
And
God!
the show would be
What
called
disclaimers?
Semen
What?
Roulette. So what happens is at the start of the show, everyone jacks it into a pot, like into the same pot. And then they artificially inseminate that into a woman who is also in the house. Now, all of these men that are jacked it into the pot have to live with her throughout the pregnancy. And if whoever's baby it is wins the show, and they probably win like, I don't know, like half a mil. Like that's what
Wait,
they.
are you giving us an example, or is this what yours would be? That's what yours would be. I thought that was just an example that came with the question.
I've had this for years, and it wasn't even a reality
Oh my
TV show. I just thought it was a
God.
fucked up game.
That is terrible. God.
What, you win half a mil if you get a pregnant?
Yeah, you're gonna spend that $500,000 over the course of that kid's life tending to that kid.
Exactly. But you get a kid.
Oh
You get a
Jesus!
kid, and you get it paid.
What if you don't want a kid?
But
Nah,
then
they're
don't
all
go on the
consenting.
show.
No.
They're all
consenting.
consenting. They're all consenting.
That's what I mean. Don't go on the show.
Surely you should get the
Oh.
money if you're not the dad. Surely you
No,
win.
no,
if
you get the money if
Because
you
need
are
to
the
help
dad.
the dad out. You also need to
Yeah.
help the dad out. Like, bro,
And the mum. Let's not
500K.
forget the dad and the mum. They both get
Oh
it,
my
but like to raise as a child. So they
Is
get
it-
half a
yeah.
mil.
So you're saying, like, how many people in this show?
I don't know, like 10.
So you're saying a house of 10, 9 men, 1 woman for 9 months.
One pregnant woman.
For 9 months.
It'd be amazing, wouldn't it? It'd be
And-
so
Oh my
funny.
God!
How do you
so-
keep the viewers up for 9
so-
months?
But
So-
everyone
so
the whole
Tuning
time
into
would be
the
like,
news every day.
people would be like, whose baby is it? That's the whole thing. Like, everyone's be like,
Yeah, but like,
whose baby is it?
okay.
No, but like,
But no one's gonna
is it the first
retune
time-
in every day, like for 9 months, being like, "Oh, I wonder whose baby." it is."
You could
So
film
tomorrow's
over 9
episode,
months,
No,
do
no,
you'll
you
find
can
out
do,
more.
you can do weekly episodes. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can do
you could film it beforehand, do it weekly. Like,
Oh, I was thinking like celeb, like I'm a celeb or something like that.
Nah,
like
it's just a
daily,
reality TV
or like
show.
a Love Island kind of vibe where
Yeah,
you tune
no.
in every night and you
Nah,
see the
like-
drama.
Oh man, that's
because there's no eliminations in that, so it could all be pre-recorded. And then like, so yeah, and like you'd have like baby based challenges, and then you work out who the best dad is, and you're like, oh, I'm rooting for them to be the dad, and then they're not the dad, and it's the
So
be the dad's dad.
is there like a choice for the mother at the end of the game of like whether she wants to keep the father or not?
Keep the father.
You
Yeah,
can't.
yeah,
no,
it
no.
could be like the end of Love Island.
Oh, do you know what would be so yeah?
So
I
just thought about the twist.
The fathers have all got to perform well over the 9 months to like be in with a shout of winning the 5,000. Because if she says, "Nah, I'm rushing,"
Yes, I'm out.
I'm raising
No
this
money.
kid on my ones because fuck
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
these.
And then you don't get the 500k, but you still got to pay child support. Oh my god, what a twist! What a
Wow.
twist!
Oh
What
my
a twist!
God.
But like, because it's 9 months, they have the chance to fall in love at the same time. So she might fall in love with one of the
That's-
contestants that
yeah,
isn't
no,
the baby's
it's-
daddy.
that's
Oh, what a fucking show! Producers
It's
put me
fucked.
onto this.
No,
Producers put me.
it's wrong. It's fucked.
that can't air ever. That cannot go anywhere.
If everyone's willing, it's okay. If everyone
How
consents
did
to
that come
Shine's
out of your
form,
head?
I don't think it should be allowed.
No, no.
I don't think that's ever going to make primetime
How
TV,
did you
Mike.
think of that?
So-
Semen pause.
Semen roulette.
Semen roulette. Semen roulette.
I think, firstly, the name's got to change if you ever want to get that on TV.
Get on TV.
No. It's like
both-
not.
Oh,
a
you watching
competition.
Semen Roulette tonight? Yeah,
No,
8
no, no,
o'clock
no,
on
no. So
BBC
the
Three.
workaround for this is it's like it's a houseboat and like
They're all seamen.
Does that mean that they can only be people that work on boats?
no, it's just random geezers just whack them on a houseboat.
It's actually the
guess
Trawlerman
it-
documentary.
It's actually just 9 David Seamans, just
Whoa.
all in this
All of
boat.
the David
To be
Seaman.
fair,
All
of
the
them
David
have-
Seaman.
all of them have to like they don't have to be called David Seaman, but they have to have a ponytail and goatee.
Yeah,
Do you know what's worrying is I had that idea in my head as soon as I read it. I knew exactly what I wanted.
Wow.
that is terrible. That is
Oh,
terrible.
man, I was really hoping to think of a good one, but I can't.
I don't think we're going to top that. In all
I don't know
honesty.
whether that was good or not. I think it's
It was good.
really problematic. But,
It was
That's
very
quite
good,
a
but
big
also
count.
very
What
bad.
can I say now? How do you follow that up? Oh my god. Yes.
You can have baby roulette where all the mothers have like babies and then they like, mix them up in the hospital and they get given a random baby and they don't know if it's
yeah.
theirs.
So there's 9 mums. They've all given birth. They've not been allowed to see their child, and all 9 of them are put in the room with the 9 babies, and they have to pick, like, try and find theirs.
Whoa.
That doesn't. That
is
sounds like
fucked
torture.
up.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if that's TV or if that's.
I
like,
can't.
torture.
I mean,
That
mine's
is
fucked up, but
bad.
that is different level of fucked. Like,
Yeah,
that-
bro, that's fucking crazy.
That
That is
Would
No,
they be a
no,
willing
no.
participant? That's the key.
No. Yeah, is there willing puppet like? and
What?
What mother is willing to just like not know what their, who their child is?
No, you're not losing a child. You're just replacing it.
You're
Yeah,
just
bro, I
not
don't know if that's any
permanently.
better.
Get an
All right,
upgrade.
come on. I want to get off this now.
Extra £10
Yeah.
a month on your
Can we
contract.
just go next question? I don't want to do this question.
I've thought of one actually.
Okay, go
All of the Chelsea managers have a reunion.
That'd be a good TV
Oh.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, like I'm a celeb, get me out of here. But it's just all the ex-Chelsea
All the
managers.
ex-Chelsea managers, and they have to do Chelsea-related challenges.
Yeah, it's like they have to go through an obstacle course, but like every time they pass a corner, Abramovich's face just like pops out.
Yes, yeah.
Avram Grant for the win. He would win that. Avram.
Oh,
It's
make
presented by Hilario. You know,
Oh, you need to have like Drogba on as like the occasional pundit as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
I think we should do football pundits, like just fights,
Yeah,
like gladiator fights.
yeah, cool.
So
Find that.
you think Seaman Roulette's fucked up, but you want pundits to fight to the death?
No, that.
No, I'm not saying like.
not to the death.
I'm
You
not
said
saying gladiators.
gladiators.
I'm
Just
like
like
gladiator
Bro,
style, just like in
medi-
an arena one-on-one. You know?
There's
With
medieval
sticks,
fights
not
like
swords.
Yeah.
no people fight
padded
with
sticks.
swords as well.
Oh no! Do you know what? Just get.
Have you not seen that
Just
medieval
get
like
all
battle
of these. No. This is my show. I've got it now. I've got it right. You just get all these football pundits, right, to scrap it out on the same concept as the show Gladiators. So you get
Okay.
new football pundits coming in every week on and it gets really physical, and the most physical ones win, obviously. And then the final boss battle is Roy Keane and Graham Souness, and
So
they
you gotta
have to
rig
scrap
it.
it out.
You've got to rig
You've got to rig it so they get to the
Yeah.
final, right?
Yeah.
Yo.
And then when they
ready.
get to the final, it is a genuine fight to the death.
Oh yeah.
Cool. That's fine.
I would be happy losing Graham Souness, if I'm honest.
I think Souness would honestly take Roy Keane in a fight.
Yeah, he probably would.
It would be
He
a
probably
close
would.
one. Like,
It'd be tight.
yeah.
It'd be tight.
Can we? So, like, it's the Expendables, but of football. You just get football's hardest men.
That'd be
Just
cool.
like
Danny
fucking
Dyer's deadliest men.
Yap Stam, fucking Vinnie Jones in there. I don't know. You should get a few ropey lads in there. Maybe Nigel De Jong as well.
Nigel Deal.
I'm still haunted, but I'm trying to think of something else to say. But I'm haunted by a Seaman Roulette.
Do you know what's funny, right? In first year, I was in a real bad state, and I was sat on one of the bean bags they gave us. You know, they gave us bean bags in first year, and I really.
Yeah.
And I was we obviously pulled ours out in the kitchen, and I was sat on the bean bag, and we were watching something on the projector, and I sat there, and I was like, Seaman Roulette, what a game that was.
It's been cooking in your head.
Bro, honestly,
for
I've had that idea
few
for 4 years. For 4 years.
Wow.
I'm glad that you
Visionary,
slept on
man.
it for 4 years as well.
Visionary.
So I just had
fine-tuned
an
it.
idea, and excuse my art because I'm shit.
No,
Like-
don't. What have you drawn?
A logo for Seaman Roulette.
Oh,
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, no.
It's going to be a long 4.5 minutes. Of
It's like shot glasses, but they wheel them around, and each one's got semen in.
Right. I
Yeah,
need
so-
to,
So what we've
I
got
don't,
here.
know if I don't know if I want to see it.
So this is meant to be like the tire, like the boat wheel. This is meant to be like a pirate hat, and these are all meant to be like
What's
shot
in the middle?
glasses. Like that's just like the steering wheel. I'm sorry, it looks
Steering
like a
wheel.
nip. Yeah, I'm sorry, it looks like a nip.
So what you're saying is each handle of like the boat's wheel is just a
Has-
glass of cum.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. Or it could be
I hate it.
semen.
I absolutely hate it.
The semen attacking the egg.
And then just a goddamn pirate
my
hat
dreams.
or like
hanging on.
hanging on, and then it's like Seaman Roulette.
I hope you know that's terrible.
This is our magnum opus. This is it. This is it. We've reached our peak. This is the greatest work we'll ever achieve.
Shit.
Mike,
This is
just
the best
don't
bit of the
bother putting out a
podcast.
project ever. This is us. This is us here.
Oh,
no music you
fantastic.
put out can like beat this.
Oh, no, never. Oh.
Engineers go dating.
It would be an hour-long show filled with silence.
It would just
Yeah.
be called The Undateables. Yeah, again. We'd have some copyright issues.
Yeah.
And the main issue you'd have is that the whole place would just smell of engineers, and that's not a good sign. You'd basically just walk into the grid, take a camera in, and just be like, "Here in their wild natural habitat are the engineers." You can make a
Slinking
documentary
the
out of it, I guess. Yeah.
To be
A cool
fair, you
engineer
could do, like,
ventures across the grid. Tries
you
to
could do
chat
like
up
a
there.
blind date show, but the whole date is blind. So like you're there having dinner or drinks with someone, and there's just a screen between you and that person, and you can't see what they look like.
That's basically Love Is Blind, mate.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
I've actually not seen that. To be fair,
You need to see that. That
Honestly, that's some trash TV, but it's some good trash
was, it
TV.
was the best trash TV.
I'll check it out.
Also, Married at First Sight is a good one. It's
Australia,
similar
is
vibes.
it?
Yeah. Similar
Um,
vibes, but also kind
I'm
of.
not sure.
80 Day Fiance as well. Fucking good one.
Yeah,
Sam watches that. She loves a bit of 90 Day Fiance, mate.
it's kind of a reality, but it's more like a reality docuseries. But there's like the Real Housewives of Bollywood on Netflix.
Oh, I watch those.
I want, like, if I were to do like a docuseries, it would be that, but with just like all the desi aunties that I've like experienced in my life and just like the shit they've pulled.
Yeah, theirs wasn't really like attainable because it was like these Bollywood stars, husbands. No, these Bollywood stars, brothers, wives, and then go to like balls in Paris and shit like that.
Yeah,
And I'm
it was
"Oh,
like you
okay."
didn't know who they were, and it's not like they were married famous people either.
No, you just knew their siblings because their
Yeah.
siblings were the famous
like-
ones. Yeah.
Oh, so my aunt's dad's cousin's brother is Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah. Oh no, one of them was married to Sohail Khan. To be fair,
Yeah, but
that's like the biggest.
I just want to like follow
Who's
around.
Sarah Khan?
Yeah.
So
big-
Salman Khan, Sohail Khan, brothers in Bollywood, big names. Sohail probably not
okay.
as big as Salman, but Salman.
I think I know the ones.
Salman's like one of the biggest ones. It's like Salman Khan, Shah Rukh Khan, Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
But you
There's
would have to say that people. So my mum knew all of the people that were in the show because it was like they were married to people of her era. So
Yeah.
it might just have been like a generational thing. Like if it was a
like-
generation younger, we would have all recognized. like, who
What
they
was that woman on the show, Neelam? Like, I didn't know who she was, but my mum and my dad used to love her. Like, I
Mhm.
told them I was watching it, and they're like, "Oh, she's on the show. She used to be sick back in the day."
Yeah.
So like, but I just want to follow around the like Pakistani and like Indian aunties that I've met and like the mental gymnastics they go through and just day-to-day conversations.
Amazing. Right.
But yeah.
Let's take a break. I'll probably have a few more hypothetical situations when we come back. And yeah, there won't be no more Seaman Roulette. That
There will only be Seaman Roulette. The next segment of the podcast.
I'm leaving.
we'll be ironing out. We'll be ironing out the cracks in Seaman Roulette.
I'll see you after the break. Goodbye.
Hello everyone, welcome back. We've just ironed
sorry,
out.
wait.
we just ironed out the kinks in a show that won't be mentioned. We won't be talking about that one anymore. That is sleep paralysis demon kind of level. But anyway,
Yeah.
So Luke's gonna be asleep and he's just gonna see that like that boat wheel and just.
right, here's one. Here's one. Someone offered you
Just start
10
spinning.
So spinning.
Right. Someone offered you 10 G's for every single time they punch you in the face. They're a decent puncher. They weren't a pussy hole, but
Decent puncher.
but they're not like a boxer, but like, you know, like
Generally keeps fit.
yeah.
Um,
Kind of semi-aggressive, but
yeah.
not.
Good for a punch.
it would a punch in the face would hurt a lot, but not knock you out cold.
Yeah. So they offered you
Okay,
10 G's for 10 G's for every punch.
I've already
Oh.
worked out the maths for this. I am going to say you lose a tooth per punch, right? 32 teeth in your mouth. Okay, I'm taking 32 punches. An implant costs 2K. but I'm taking 10 G's home for each punch, right?
Yeah.
That's 8k profit on each punch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
easy. I'll take 32
then-
punches.
And they wouldn't hit you
sometimes-
so
I could
sometimes
probably
I
get
think
I could probably get some sort of facial reconstruction done as well.
Yeah,
So
and
in
like,
all honesty, make it 50 for all I care.
yeah, and also you might not lose a tooth with each punch.
No, but like let's say optimistically you do, so that you just have a full set of implants.
No. So like ideally the plan is you take as many punches as you can until you run out of teeth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Yeah.
So you could go up to like a couple of hundred punches until you lose all your
Yeah,
teeth.
until
that's
all my
wild.
teeth get knocked out, right? And then I've saved up enough money to just get some facial reconstruction done. Yeah, sound. I've got no issues. I'll take the pain. Knowing that I'm getting that bag. Yeah, sound.
Can you take painkillers beforehand?
Nah.
Yeah, why not?
take the
Why not,
pain.
mate? There's
No.
what? Nah.
Bro,
Can I be on
Um,
anesthetics?
but we're
yeah,
not.
I
But
think
by the
I-
way, there's no breaks in this either. Like we're talking like there's
just
5
gonna
seconds.
just gonna
bang.
spray my face with benzocaine
Bang.
quickly. I'll be
Bang.
back.
That's
No
like-
worries.
I
punch
don't
reset.
think I do that many. I think I do like 1 or 2.
Um,
To be honest, there's enough
20K.
CTE get kind of cooking in this.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Anyway, so So
my head's been relatively unscathed, so I think I could like take a few more than you lot.
Yeah, realistically, my head is untouched. I've had a cricket ball to the head once, and I'm pretty
Yeah,
sound. So
I've had a singular concussion, and other than that, I think my head is alright, not been touched.
I've never been concussed. Maybe
I've
my
been
I've
heart-
had concussion one time playing rugby, and that's about it. But yeah, I'm saying, however many hits it takes to knock out all of my teeth.
I'm saying however many
Cool.
it takes to knock me out.
Yeah,
Tom,
that's what I'm thinking.
I'm going.
Just like
I don't care. It's 10 G's a
Yeah.
punch. Bro, you're never going to get an offer like that again. You hit me as many times as you want until you fucking knock me out, and I'm going.
I think I need
Honestly,
adrenaline.
Keep
If I had some
hitting me,
adrenaline, it'd be okay.
even if I'm knocked out. Keep hitting me until my
does
teeth fall
does
out,
it
please.
count if I maneuver it so that like I move myself so far back that he's literally just tapping me in the face?
No, that's
Yes.
cheating.
No,
That's
sorry, wait,
cheating.
no. Because then why would we not be able to take painkillers before?
No,
Exactly.
because mine is ability based. Yours is just taking drugs.
Nah, you get banged right there to the jaw every time.
Oh,
Obviously
No, but like
different
nice.
size.
So-
human reflex is to like hold back or like put your gloves up. So would you be like holding them down with a vice and they're just like getting their face battered in?
Yeah, you'd be getting banged because it's for 10 G's, mate. You can't react to that.
You'd be here, and then somebody would hit you in the face. You'd know it's coming, and you wouldn't react on purpose.
You'd at least have the adrenaline rush knowing that you're going to be punched. So like that would kind of
Yeah,
keep you
I
awake
don't
for a
think
little bit
that's
longer,
enough.
I think.
It's not enough.
Bro, I'll just be sat there going 10 G's,
Hit.
20
Yeah.
G's, 30 G's, 40
Yeah,
G's.
counting.
I'll just be working out in my head how
Yeah,
much money I'm
Yeah.
earning.
Until I can make sense of how much money I'm earning from this, that is when I will continue to do it.
I think I'd need like a
As
fight
soon-
camp.
As soon as like
Need a
the
fight
numbers,
camp. Grow up, mate.
Yeah.
Just take the
As-
goddamn
as-
hit.
as soon as the numbers stop
Need to
making
spar a
sense in
bit.
my head, I feel like I'm done. Like it's like 10k, 20k, 30k. Like
If you're not willing to risk
what comes
brain
after
damage
that?
on this,
Yeah.
if you're not willing to risk brain damage on this, I don't think you're playing this game very well.
We got the
Yeah, that's true.
NHS.
That's true. I
NHS,
wouldn't. I
so-
guess you're either in for a penny, in for a
And
pound.
even if,
isn't it?
Mike, even if we haven't got the NHS, mate, you've earned enough money to go privately.
It's very
Yeah.
true.
True.
Or you could just like bang your head against a tree for every day for a year before this.
How much?
Yeah.
Like an hour every day.
Okay.
But you got to like strengthen your jaw as well.
Your
like,
jaw,
Yeah,
rub
you
your
come
chin,
in-
'cause
that's-
realistically, you're not just getting punched to the
Yeah,
forehead.
you,
That's
you
the
like,
cool
come
one.
you come into the tree with different angles.
okay, yeah, that sounds.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you
Or
can
what if
knock
someone
out
just
your jaw
hits you?
muscles? Yeah.
What?
Someone,
Like,
someone,
lift
you can
weights
just get
with your
someone to
jaw?
hit you in the face with frying pan, mate.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Oh
true.
yeah.
If you really want to go
It
to
would
fight
be
camp
like
on it.
have any
But
of you seen the movie On Back? That like
No.
martial arts movie On Back.
No.
Oh no,
yeah,
it's-
the fucking Muay Thai boy.
Yeah, the Muay Thai boy who like he trains his legs so that when he kicks an oak tree, like he kills all like nerves in his legs. So when he kicks an oak tree, he just goes through the oak tree without breaking his leg.
It's true.
I
it's
don't
not-
think that's. Is it a true story? Did
No,
someone
no,
just
it's
say
not
true
true.
story?
But you can.
I was going to
damage
say that seems highly improbable.
no, you
Just
you can-
because your nerves are dead doesn't mean your leg doesn't just snap it off.
yeah, you got to kick for an oak tree, but it's true that you cannot feel pain by killing. a
Yeah,
pig.
100%. Yeah, I don't doubt that. But I'm just saying,
I
like,
actually
physically.
have a like small section of my left leg where I don't feel pain because a goalpost collapsed and fell on me as a child. So now I have like no nerves in like this little bit where I was cut to the point where like you
Nice.
can see the bone.
Shout
That's
out.
weird.
Going
Cool.
back to the question, does anyone know how much it costs to get your body replaced with like a new brain?
That's
Like-
not physically possible. There's no money that you could do.
Cryogenically, like
No,
get it
no.
frozen and
Okay.
then
I
get a
think
new
you're
brain
looking-
put in.
You need to
So
be,
if you wanted to spend like a
making
billion,
muscle money,
a couple
I think-
billy,
Yeah, it'd
I
be billions,
think you need
mate.
to be making muscle.
So how many punches do I need to take to? So that's a billion a million punches is what we're saying.
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
And
If
they'd
I
have to
if I
keep
can
punching
survive
you
a million
after you're
punches,
dead.
yeah, sound, yeah.
Yeah, you would die. Like,
Yeah, you-
it would
yeah.
all be for nothing. You just get a new brain. And
But-
you're like, what's the purpose of this?
Yeah, you could.
Yeah,
No,
get,
because then
like,
that person who's in my body is still my body, so I still got
No,
to
but
that
you're,
money.
you're,
you
you're a
need
different-
you need
you're a
like
different- yeah, you're a
the
different
brain to
being.
be
You have no
repaired.
inheritance. That's Shiv's money. That's not New Brain's money.
Yeah, but no, but it's my body. It's
New
my
brain
body.
money.
Put it in your will. Put it in your will. As long as you have your legal issues in order.
It's my body still. Do you know what I mean? Like, even though it's not my brain inside my body,
No,
I
but it's,
still
you're not the same person, bro.
conscientiously and spiritually, I
Your
know
body is
that
just a
I have the
vessel, bro.
satisfaction.
Where are you
No,
getting this
so
other
wait,
body
just
from?
listen, Phil. Just let me finish, please. You cut me off here. That I know spiritually, right, that money has gone to my body, and that will make my spirit happy, and that's that.
Okay.
Boom.
That's
How
that.
are you gonna explain
Yeah,
that to the
no,
community?
no, that's that. You said
That's
that's
that.
that.
That's that.
If I am open to more questions, if you want,
Just that's that.
but that is
That's
that.
that.
That is that. Mate. So there you have it. I would take as many punches as you need to get me a new brain, basically.
So Shiv would have to spend a couple billy on cryogenic.
Are we saying that's how expensive cryogenic shit is?
Yeah, bro.
I think so, mate. I think that's what you're looking at. If I had to give you a quote, mate, if I had to size it up, no, I think that's it. 2 billion.
I've not done all
Couple
the
of bob here,
material
couple of bob
costing.
there.
I've not done the material costing
Yeah,
here, and I'd have to outsource some of the labour in that. So what you're looking at is a couple of bill. No worries.
What, a couple
No,
a couple of bill.
Couple of bell.
the bill, mate.
A few 100,000 Virgils, shall we say?
Fucking rogue traders. Right, hang on. Let's move on for the punch in the face, right? Here's one.
Cool.
I'll use this one and then I'll go on to the last one, which would probably be a bit more fun to end it on. This one would be: would you choose to know your future if it meant forgetting your past?
No. I like not knowing what's coming next. I think that's just
Yeah.
Oh,
what
I'm
it should
so
be.
torn. I'm so torn because knowing your future allows you to just give up on shit if you know it's gonna flop.
And
No,
also,
I don't.
Like invest in more time if you know it's gonna take
but-
off.
You
but,
see
but,
multiple
but here's the trick, right? Here's the trick. You found out your future. You want to do everything the exact same, otherwise it's no longer your future.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like also, like not knowing your future is like, in my opinion, why like life is fun. Life is nice because you don't know what's going to happen. If you, there's a reason you don't get spoilers for the movie before you watch the movie. It's because you don't want to know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You just want to let it play out.
But you also don't want to. You also don't really care about what just happened. You want to know what's happening next.
Yeah, like everything.
No,
that's just happened to
you
me.
you also do care about what just happened. What just happened also shapes you into who you are today.
Yeah, but if you already know everything that's happened to you, like you're not taking on any further knowledge. Whereas if you know
Yes,
what's
you
going to
are,
happen
bro.
in the future,
Ah, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I mean,
you
no,
look at-
because you already know everything that's happened in your past. So how can you know more than what's in your past?
Because some things have happened in your past, but they have taught you a lesson that you've not learnt yet.
But then
Yeah,
going
you'd
into the
make
future,
Bear more
you-
mistakes.
you don't have to worry about making mistakes.
You don't know if it's a mistake or not, though.
But here's the
No, but
thing,
you don't
right?
have to worry about it because it's
Yeah,
not a
because-
mistake.
Yeah,
Here's
but
the-
just because
here's-
you know your future doesn't mean you know your optimal future. Just because you're the future you're on track on for right now, that doesn't mean it's your best future. You could be doing better, and if you just try and stick by that, you can never go higher.
So here's the
So
trick.
if your future is just L's, then it's,
Yeah,
it's L.
That's what I mean. That you might forget your entire past to find out your whole future is just you taking
Shite.
L after L. Like that's
Yeah, but like for what I said, you said you can change your future.
Yeah, but then
but here's
then-
the issue: is
so
you
then
don't know if
why-
that'll become your future by trying to change it. That might end up
Yeah.
inadvertently making it your future. Do you know what I mean? It's a very
I'd
tricky-
rather- I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that's sick.
Because
Yeah.
if you take that L and just like learn that your future is just full of L's, either way, your future is going to be full of
Just
L's.
I feel
At
like
least you know the
wanting-
L's are coming.
It's the same thing as like wanting to know how you die or like when you die. It's like when you know that stuff, no matter how much you try and avoid it, shit will always come round to you. So you might as well just
Yeah, so
live
it's nice to
in
be
that
in the
mystery.
know. Like you
No,
don't
it's
have
not.
to be taken by
It's
No,
not,
because
surprise.
then there's
No.
existential dread and shit.
It's like Final,
No, because
it's like
it's
Final
not, because like you
Destination.
said, if you fight around it, eventually it's going to come back and get you anyway. So at least like you
Yeah.
can be self-aware and then enjoy your life to the fullest.
Like, say for example,
I
you knew
disagree.
you were going to die
Yeah.
because a car hit you.
Yeah.
I'd stay in bed the rest of my life. I'd never go
So
outside.
so
No.
let's just say
Because you know your future, you know when you die
Yeah,
as well.
well, when I get
not
to that
just
age,
but, like,
where
when I
or
get to
how,
that- yeah.
right?
Shiv,
So
Shiv.
all of those things combined into one thing mean you can live your life to the same extent that you lived so far, but you just know when it's going to end. What's the
Shiv,
big deal with that?
You're not giving enough importance to the fact that you forget all your memories.
Yeah, you forget
But
your
you're
entire
going to be
past.
making new memories.
No, but because if you see your future and there's none of us in your future and you've lost all your memories, how are you going to get back to us?
You just
Wait,
hope
what?
your
Say
homies,
that again.
you hope your homies
Yeah,
are your
yeah.
homies and they're in your future.
No.
Yeah.
So if you see your future and say like there are people not there and you're like all alone, you've forgotten your memories, so you forgot who was with you in the first place. So how do you go back to them to recover them?
Nah,
If
'cause
Or
you-
I'd assume
only
that
see the
eventually my
future.
homies would find me. You know,
see,
like-
yeah, you see the
Yeah,
future.
but like, what if you
come
just
back
fucked
to the
off
present.
somewhere and we
You're
can't
not
find
you're not
you?
just being zapped into nowhere. You know, like you're still living your same life.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm not
but
just
you
gonna turn up in a
perfectly-
box.
You
I'm not
don't
gonna be
know
in a
that.
box room with no one around me.
You don't know that.
No, but
How do you
that's the
know the
whole thing.
dynamics of seeing your future?
Okay, so no, the whole thing is that you're
You
just
can't
living
just
your life
assume
right
some
now.
dynamics of seeing your future and be like,
But
oh
you
yeah.
just
because I'm
assume the
proud."
same dynamic.
No, I'm
that
saying
I
you have
don't
to
know where I'm
prepare for
gonna
the
be.
unknown. You have to prepare for the unknown.
Hey, listen,
What?
man.
No,
My
Yeah,
great,
yeah,
Yeah,
my
because
great,
what if
Russell's
that
going
happens? Then what the fuck are
crazy.
you gonna do?
listen,
but
man.
like,
Mike
why are you
Conley's
saying
done,
that's going to
bro.
happen?
I'm not saying. I'm saying, what if it does? What the fuck are you gonna do
So
then?
why am I not
This-
just seeing my future in my house, right?
Because you have to prepare for the worst.
But why?
Because you don't know how seeing the future is gonna work.
But neither do you. So why can't I?
Yeah, so you
why
have to
can't I
prepare
just-
for the worst
Why
situation.
can't I just say? Why can't I just say it's in my house? I'm in my house. I get my future told to me. Forget everything in my past.
Nah, bro.
I'm
you-
still
you're
around
chatting
my
was.
house.
You're chatting absolute was.
No,
no,
they give you an iPad. full of-
Hang on. I'm the only one. I think I'm the only one here that has relatives that used to actually read things to see into the future. So technically, I'm the most well versed on this. My great grandmother, who was the gypsy, and used to read tea leaves to tell people's futures. So technically, you just go to a reading and they tell you your future.
Yeah, if you're going to a reading, you know exactly where you are.
Yeah, but
If we're
They're
going
not giving,
by
they're not giving you the
everything
finer
that,
details, though.
if we
they're not going to
if we're going
say
by
you're
everything
going to eat
that
a
we
cheese
have
toast.
available to us,
Hey, bro,
now,
don't diss my
if I go to a
great-grandmother.
reading,
She was good.
Look, I'm saying she's giving you the big points, but she's
No, she
not
was
giving
good.
you
She used to stay there for days.
she's going day by day.
yeah.
She'd have a week by week plan for you.
So it's like someone's like, "Can I see my future?" And she's like, "Oh fuck's sake!" Whacks out a big fucking binder. And he's like, "That's tomorrow.
in fairness, how in depth are we talking about knowing your future as well?
We're talking play by play of the
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, you know
that's
your
why-
whole future. But actually, no, I reckon it would be because you can't remember your entire past, right? You can only remember significant things.
It's only
Yeah.
significant memories.
It
Yeah,
must be
sure.
significant.
Just
things
know
in the
what's
future.
gonna-
So
come
then
around
the
the
card
corner.
reader vibe is exactly the vibe I would expect because they're only going to tell you the significant parts.
No, I feel
Nah, that's not knowing your future.
How are you
though.
guys
That's a bit too-
envisaging
Right.
this? Like envisioning?
So it's
Envisioning,
like-
envisioning.
if like Misfits, you know, if something bad happens to him, he gets like a
yeah.
he kind of
Yeah.
goes like, ugh, and see
Well,
sees what's gonna happen.
I sort of
and then
imagined
he's
it
like, oh, I'm gonna change that, stop that. But in my book, you can't do anything about it.
So you
It's
only
like
see
Final
30 seconds
Destination.
into you only see 30 seconds into your future at a time then, if that's the case. Because like
Well,
he sees,
no, he gets like a nicely edited montage of what's going to happen in the future. that could like
See,
split second could take however long. It doesn't really matter.
yeah, I think it's more of a, you know, when your life flashes before your eyes, like people say that. I think it's sort of that, and it's like it might last like a second or like 2 seconds in real life, but he is literally just, you've lived through the entirety of the rest of your life in those like 2 seconds, and you know what's
Yeah.
going to happen. So you remember what you remember, like you experienced all of it, and you choose to remember what you choose to remember. So
You're
like
spinning.
from there, it's your own brain that's like driving the car from there.
What if right
Probably
now?
written down there.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
but-
What if right now we are actually experiencing our future and we're being told our future and we're living it out, and this in the alternate reality, this has only been 1 second,
Yeah.
and our
One
entire
of us is gonna
lives
wake
have been
wake
in
up
the-
and
Look, this is
realise.
something that concerns me because you know how like they say when you die your brain like still stays alive for like 8 minutes or whatever, and then
Yeah.
your whole like life flashes before your eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do we know we're not just in that? Like, how do I know
That's
I'm
the
not dead?
thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
yeah, I
that's the
think
thing.
I think
just
Shiv's
right.
actually experiencing this right now. That's why he's scared of it.
How do I know I'm not dead? You know?
Bro, we're getting too deep. We're getting too deep. Because I saw another question, I didn't want to go into it because it's too deep, and it was literally like the other question was like, "What would you do? How would you live if you knew that a whole life was a simulation?" Like,
Oh bloody!
Bro,
hell.
if
Mate, I
knew
would
the
do
whole
as much as I
situation,
could.
I'd do so
Yeah.
much shit housing. I wouldn't
Yeah,
take
yeah, that's
anything
exactly how I would
Himself in
live.
the movie.
I
If I
wouldn't
knew
take
I was
anything
in a fucking
seriously.
simulation, there's not a chance I'm living by the simulation.
We
I'm
literally
doing
are.
everything
Oh, yeah.
against the grain.
we literally are.
yeah. I like no, but like I need, if I would do as much as I
The
needed
Matrix
to
was real, man.
survive, I would do as much as I needed to survive in that simulation. Then I'd just fuck about. See if I could break the code, break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
See, I'd just be full blown Neo, and I'd just go full crazy with it. But I wouldn't do the Neo when he leaves the Matrix. I'll do Neo while he's in the Matrix still, because after he left the Matrix, it got really shit. And like
To be
the
fair,
movie,
being in the Matrix and shit seems pretty sick. Like,
apart from all the Agent Smith,
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
apart from
Agent
that,
Smith
but
was
like-
creepy.
but like it wasn't awful. And also, like, you know, being Neo was pretty sick. Like, if I
so-
could get to be Neo, I'd be pretty happy because, like,
So-
Yeah,
a
he
man
could-
learns
he was
karate
doing
just
lots
from
of
a videotape that like he
my
watches one
question-
time.
My
That's
question
it.
about the whole simulated life thing is that movie Avatar with the blue geezers, was that a simulated world, or were they
Wait,
going?
why did you just have to describe
The
the
blue
movie
geezers.
Avatar to us with the blue geezers?
Oh, because there's the Airbender one as well.
Yeah, but obviously, when you say the movie Avatar, people are thinking Avatar as in
Oh
the
no,
blue
you'd be
people.
surprised.
Papyrus. Have you ever
I've
seen
said
Papyrus?
the movie Avatar, and people are, oh, the Airbender one. I'm like, nah, the blue.
Who's
geezers.
watched
Oh.
that? That's fucking trash. That movie. Like, why are people even thinking that's the
People.
movie we're talking about?
But yeah,
You're talking about the big blockbuster
Okay,
Avatar.
Land
or-
for us. I want to hear what you
Um,
say.
Sorry, yeah.
are those like? This is just because I don't remember the movie. Was that Blue Geezer Land a real world, or was that simulated, or like?
No, it was real. You
That was
just
a
got
real world.
plugged into like clones.
Oh, so they just like took a big nap, and then like came back.
Yeah.
Like woke up as like
Yeah.
a man. Okay, sound.
Yeah,
But then like the geezer. Spoiler alert from 2012. The geezer like broke the thing
Broke the
between him
codes.
and his body.
yeah.
So he just became a blue geezer. That was weird.
He joined the Blue Man
That's
group.
interesting.
Yeah,
Would you-
that's
if-
the
right,
question.
if
Would
you
you
got-
become the Blue Geezer in that situation?
Yes. Would you become the blue geezer?
Yeah, their society was amazing.
Yeah, that big
Yeah,
tree
no
was
problem.
mad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Flying
yeah.
around on those
What
big
about?
bugs.
Oh, here's a question. Anyone ever watched that movie with Justin Timberlake where like they had a timer until they died and they
Was it called Time?
Oh, in time. Yeah, I remember.
right?
that.
Okay,
Yeah.
how would you live your life in that? Would you be a good person and just live your life until you die, or would you go around like murdering fucks and like people and just like getting more
Stealing
time?
people's time.
I mean,
Whoa.
I mean, I wouldn't enjoy going around murdering people.
But would you want to live for longer?
Oh, what? So if you kill people,
Obviously-
is that the point in the film?
No,
To
no,
be
no.
honest?
So like
you
you
can-
can take their time off of them. Like so, it in the movie it was kind of like the rich people had heaps of time, the poor people had no time, right? And Justin Timberlake like did this thing, like fucking fought loads of people, got more time and shit. I can't really remember the full movie because I was like 13 when I watched it.
Yeah,
Depends
But
what I had to.
that
live.
was the main concept of the movie.
I feel
Yeah,
like
he gets
I
annoyed
would.
because Olivia Wilde dies because she has no
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, it was like
I
Hunger
feel-
Games, but time based.
Yeah,
Essentially,
I would.
Yes.
I reckon I wouldn't be going out of my way to steal someone's time, but if someone's nabbed some time off me, I'm nabbing back a bit more.
Boy, boy, I'm coming.
But
for
like,
that.
I don't think so. In the movie, I don't think it was a case of being able to steal a little bit of time off of someone.
Oh, you're just
or,
murking
like,
someone.
Yeah,
No,
like
you know-
you have to like kill them to take their time, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I
Like
think
you
you can
can't
give
take
people
smaller
time, though.
parts.
Then I'm not the aggressor, but if someone's coming at me, I'm taking their time.
Listen,
You
man.
can give
You're
people a bit
backing
of time.
yourself in the fight, and I like that. I like that a lot.
We've got- how would you live your life? Should probably try and like. keep
My
a-
weapon
keep
of
a
choice would
steady
be a
flow of
speaker.
time.
What was
Yeah,
that, Luke? Sorry.
make sure I've got a year in the bank all
Yeah,
the time.
okay.
You know?
See, if it was me, right? If it was me, if it depends. If it was my life now, I'd just kind of like chill out and know I'm gonna die, like deal with it, face the fact. But if I had a kid, like a young kid, and they didn't have much time, I'd go around murking fucking everyone and then let them kill me and take my time.
Damn.
Damn. That's
I
some
feel like
real vigilante
okay,
shit.
so in this situation, you obviously need self-defense. What would your like weapon of choice be?
Nice.
A
Good
fucking
question,
like
Buzz.
a
A
fucking
mechanical engineer's body odor.
Nah, a fucking AR-15, mate. I'll be fucking shooting.
I want like
USA, USA, USA.
I'm sorry,
I want-
Luke. It had to be done, man.
I don't have anything to come back from. 'Cause I know that it's wrong. I know that it's computer scientists that smell more than engineers. You know, they were in there giving us a bad rep. I swear to God. But you know,
It was a computer science
you're
role,
gonna
was
say,
it?
man. You're gonna say what you're gonna say. It wasn't our fault. We did smell a bit.
It wasn't our fault. What is this? Take a fucking shower.
Look, man, you all did fucking economics. You don't know the struggles, mate. You don't, I've been in that library 12 hours.
Still doesn't stop me taking a shower.
Right. Michael, you never went to fucking uni.
Because I was too busy showering.
You don't even know. Yeah, you can shower at your place. I'd go into uni.
I was saying that,
normal
Luke.
time.
I did actually shower in the grid one time. So what was stopping
yeah,
you?
Fair enough. Yeah, I could have done that.
All you
I think a lot
engineers
of
had
people could have
access
done with
to
that.
showers.
And that's not
right?
engineering based. That's not engineering
But
based.
that's
I think a
just
lot of
people
people
based. Yeah.
I think a
Kenny
lot
got
of people had to
sweaty.
make a few hard choices. You know.
Right. Should we move on? I want the
Fuck you, Shiv, man. I don't smell. I smell great. I have great reviews.
I've got great reviews. Who from?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I'll make it.
Right. Should we move on from that? Because
Yeah,
I've got
let's-
one
let's
last
do that.
question that we can kind of end the pod on, right? And it is, if you had a country and you got to design the flag, what would be on it?
BMX.
Your
Ooh, okay, yeah, sure.
BMX and it's the &1 logo in the top right.
Yeah. Yo.
No fear in the bottom left.
Group mixtape. Fucking BMX.
BMX. Luke's hitting us with some comedy gold. Damn.
Oh, I'm tired, man.
Fucking hell. That one really got me.
BMX.
He's not even thought about it in the slightest. He's just gone with the first thing that came into his head.
BMX.
I just want something sick, bro.
What's the country called, Luke? What's the country called?
I haven't got that far, mate.
My jaws hurting.
That really caught me by surprise. It was how, how
So
fast
with
it
this
was.
with this flag, right? This is for a made up country, right? Yeah, and like
It's your country, so it like defines you what you want on the flag.
I guess I kind of
Fucking X Games logo.
Yo, an X Games mode.
I think I'd take a leaf out of like Uganda's book because they just got like a chicken on their flag, and I think that's pretty
Okay.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, the Ugandan flag's like
Oh.
black, orange, yellow.
Oh
and
yeah,
white.
it's got that.
And it's just got a chicken in the
It is
middle,
a-
man.
it's a
And I think
dope
that's
flag.
kind of sick.
It's stork.
That is a nice little colour scheme.
Yeah.
It gives me Nando's Peri Peri vibes, is what I'm saying.
It
Like,
does.
I'm not sure
It
about
does.
that.
Yeah.
What about
And I'm thinking-
Uganda? The country of Uganda's pride and joy gives you Mando.
Nando's baby.
What I see when I see their flag in my head
I
is
see
just
that.
the little metal, the chickens they
Yeah.
give you on your table.
Yeah.
That's all I see in their flag.
God, okay.
But yeah, something cool like that. Basically, I'm saying I'm leaning towards an African country's flag vibe because they also have like mad cool flags.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it
Like, I love the
Mozambique that have the
Kenya flag.
AKs?
I kind of want.
Maybe.
So yeah,
It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I love it.
I kind of want like the Bhutan vibe where it's not a rectangular flag. I've got like.
nice.
Is it Bhutan that's got the non-rectangular?
Yeah.
Bhutan's got
Nepal
the
have got the
oh,
triangles.
that's Nepal. They've got the triangles. Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
yeah. I want like a mix of like Nepal and Bhutan. So like the Nepalese shape and then the Bhutan design because it's got that dragon on it, done it?
Yes, that's it. Bhutan has the dragon. That's the one.
Yeah, Bhutan has the dragon. So I want
Enter the
like the
dragon.
Nepalese shape and then something like the Bhutan dragon. Just be sick.
But you're saying the Nepalese shape, yeah? You know that the Nepal flag is just on a rectangle, but they just have the triangles, right? It's not a triangular shaped flag.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
cool.
it's
Just
a
clarify.
tri-
I have
no, it's a-
I have also seen triangular
it not a
flags flying
triangle?
of it.
Nah. So it's like it's a red backdrop, and then you got the two white triangles.
Nah, bro, those triangles are flying.
Bro.
Where are you
That's
seeing
triangles,
this?
mate.
I
on
just
triangles.
searched Nepal
On-
and it was the
on
first
Rocket
thing that
League.
came up.
I know they do it.
Yeah, on Rocket League. That's where he's seen of it.
No, bro, just search Nepal
No,
on
no,
Google
they've
right
got
now.
triangles.
Search Nepal on Google right now.
Listen, man. Mine
Oh shit! Yeah, my bad.
mine would just be
Yeah, nice one. Bristol's on the Thames, wanker.
mine would just be a
He's-
roulette wheel.
A roulette.
A boat wheel.
Listen, man. You can take the
The pirate
roulette wheel
hat.
however you want. And you know what? In my country, there's only one TV program on one station.
Seaman roulette.
That's
What
all-
kind of vibe of a country? I don't want to ask this now, but what kind of vibe of a country are you going for? What if you
shit
could
housery.
pick, like,
It's just a shit house country.
OnlyFans is
cool.
actually like the default search engine in Mike's country.
Like, so basically, if someone wants to like go to war with us, we just clash them on a grime set. Like that's the type of country that I'll be on.
nice, yeah.
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 Undefeated.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking. I was thinking of more
Yeah, what
just
kind
like.
of cultures are you going to pick up? But
That's what I was thinking. Not how would you deal with world conflicts.
Hey man, it's
To be
what
fair,
Dropping a
every-
diss track. You know what?
It's part of
Fuck
the
it, yeah?
culture, you know?
I've had enough of the UK. We're clashing them.
clash in. Meet me at Dover, yeah.
be like,
We clash in.
but we'd end up like
No, I'm
Pretoria
actually
from
gonna,
Family
like-
Guy.
I'd make jousting my national sport.
Jousting. You're gonna bring back the medieval times, are you? Fucking have a
Yeah.
knife.
No, but like it's tech jousting, so like the horses are all mechanic and like the geezers are all robots. No one's actually getting like spikes.
Also,
in
is
the
it like
chest.
remote controlled?
Yeah.
So it's like Robot Wars, but just
Yeah, essentially
Yeah.
Robot Wars. I kind of fuck with
that's
that.
quite
That's
quite
high
good. Yeah, it's
key
quite a good
cool.
TV show. We should have had that as a TV
I
show.
can't remember the one. It was like, was it Robot Wars where it had like the little RC cars that used to like fuck each other up?
Yes.
Not just RC cars.
Mate, they were full on robots that they
Yeah,
made.
yeah, but
with,
like I don't know how to
Yeah,
I don't
like,
know how to explain
at
it.
each other like
But
bang.
like they were fucking like modded RC cars with chainsaws on them. Just...
Yes, yeah. Does that mean that you're gonna have Craig Charles as like every TV show presenter?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Craig Charles is my first.
And
first Prime
also
Minister.
there will be IRL Rocket League where like people are whipping about the cars. And
it's
if
mad
you
how
get-
you got like such an old school sport in jousting, turned it like futuristic, and now going fully fledged with the Rocket League,
Rocket
flying
League.
cars.
No, there's
Rocket
Rocket
League
League as
jousting.
well. There's Rocket League as well, but it's all on chariots.
How would you
Whoa.
get them to fly?
It's for futuristic chariots, bro. Jetpacks and that.
Okay,
Jetpacks?
cool.
Nice.
Wild.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to give you a serious flag, yeah?
Yeah.
I think I like the Seychelles vibe, so I'd kind of like to take a bit of inspiration from that.
Yeah.
I'd put like
What,
a bird on
As
there.
in like
I
flag
don't know what
wise
colours-
or
You know, it's got the
Am I right? Yeah, am I right in saying the Seychelles has like the most colours on a flag?
yeah.
it's not, is it the most colours on a flag? I don't think it is, but it is quite
Most
colourful.
Colours on a.
It's five.
flag.
It's 5 colors in the Seychelles flag.
Oh, it's Belize. Sorry, I was thinking of Belize.
Okay.
Belize has got 12.
Oh, right, boys.
And then I'd have just like something in the middle. I don't know what. Maybe
Have your
just my
face, mate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
have your
face.
face.
My face. A BMX in the corner. Done.
Right, boys. Should
There
we
you go.
take a break and then wrap it all up, or shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just have Luke. Is your who's your country sponsor? Like,
Sponsor? I don't have a sponsor.
The country gets sponsored.
I
Was
don't know.
it?
You need to have like your main like trading partner, and it has
Monster
to be like a
Energy.
skate brand, like no
Uh,
fear and one of them ones, like DC.
Marvel Studios.
Right, with that, we're going on a break. We're going on a break. Right, we'll see you in a bit. Right, we're back, and it's going to be the last hypothetical situation, and it's quite a deeper one, right? And it would be, and I thought about it because I was watching Whiplash the other day. And
Great movie.
this isn't one which I read. This is one that I just thought of. And you know, on the dinner scene when they're around the table and they say, Miles Teller, the I can't remember his character's name, fucking something, and he says, "I would rather be dead at 34 from a heroin overdose and people still talking about me with my legacy, than alive at 80 with no one ever talking about me again."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would you take dying young in order for you to have like an eternal legacy?
I think like your legacy is so much more than like what the general public knows about you, though. Your legacy is a lot more to do with what the people you care about think about you, rather than what the general
You
public
nailed
knows
it.
about you.
Spot on that.
He's got it. That's what I was going to say. He's got it.
Yeah, like I don't care about dying young to even have a legacy for like millions of people. I would rather live my life and be happy until 80,
And like
and
make
then,
sure
and then
that
just
I've
all
had-
my friends and family,
yeah,
I lived
Make
long
sure-
in their
and,
their
like,
brains,
yeah,
you know.
make sure everyone around me has had a fulfilled life, and that'll be my legacy.
But like, take the one thing that you're most obsessed at, like shit for you, I don't know, or like thing you love most, right? And like you will be forever ever remembered in it for something that you love and it's your craft.
I
And
completely understand what you're saying, but I don't.
because see,
I think
I
what
would.
it is because I know it, like deep down in my heart, I will never be famous for any of my like passions. It's so hard for me to be like, yeah, I'd rather be famous for my passion than like have a legacy and live to 80. You know what I
Like
mean?
there's also like passions where it's also very hard to be famous for certain passions. Like Luke's gonna find it real hard to become real famous as a mechanical engineer.
I don't think that's his passion, is it? Yeah, I don't think being a
Clearly spent too long at Harriet Watt doing it for it not to be a passion.
Yes, mechanical engineering is my passion. I love it. I'm going to use banging in goals as a striker. Okay.
Yeah.
So if I was, I should be famous for banging in goals.
But like, yeah, there's being famous, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you can be famous,
Well,
like say for example, like a fucking I don't know who, but they're not immortalized. They're just good at the
Yeah.
time.
I would rather be like I'd definitely rather live a fulfilled life as a championship striker than die at 35 as like one of the best strikers in the world.
Nah.
yeah.
See, I could go out at 35 in my music. If I could go out at 35, don't give a fuck as long as I'm remembered forever. I could happily do that.
I
What do you
don't
think
see. I think
man.
it's driving factors which are different, because being remembered for like by the general public isn't a big driving factor for me.
Yeah, for me either. I'd much rather like have a family, have kids, live that life and enjoy that life and make sure everyone around me has a good life than be immortalized by people that I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really care about.
Like Dave from
other
fucking
people.
Surrey thinks I'm an amazing cricketer. Great.
Sad.
Okay. What did my family think of me if I was a piece of shit trying to get
Yeah.
there? You know?
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. But I don't know. For me to be immortalized as one of the greatest to ever do the thing you love, and that's like literally immortal. I don't know. I think I
completely see where you're
I
coming from.
could die young
Yeah.
easily for that.
Imagine having Messi or Ronaldo status. Like that is insane, right? Because they're going to go down as football's greatest.
Elvis
Like-
Presley, Jimi Hendrix. Say
Yeah, like those
Yeah.
those kind of names. But like, I'm sure like their family would have loved to have just seen them around for like longer. you
Yeah,
know,
they
and
could have
had them
done a bit
around for
more.
longer.
But it also reminds me of do you remember the final scene of Notorious? Have you ever seen Notorious, the film about Biggie?
No.
No.
And it's literally like Biggie's mum after the funeral, and then someone plays out I can't remember what song it is, but they start playing it really loud, and everyone starts like fucking dancing along and shit, and the streets are lined out with like loads of people, and she's like, while I would like to see my son grow up, I'm happy that he's been immortalized with music and he'll live on forever.
Yeah, I suppose there is that
Yeah.
because like your family would also be happy to see you
Yeah.
achieve your dreams as well.
mean,
so
That all like again, I feel like that boils down to like personal preference of what you would rather spend your life doing, though, innit? Like,
Yeah.
because again, like I said, for me, like my preference would be I would rather like happily like cut about in the lower leagues of football, live a happy life, and like retire if I was given the choice between that and like becoming like Messi Ronaldo status and then going out at like 35.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's,
it's too reliant on other people.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Like it's
that
all
get
down
in
to
the way of
personal
my
preference, like
happiness.
because you need both of them, because you need like Messi's and Ronaldo's for like the general population, like the general public to like watch. So like you need both of them. So there's nothing wrong with choosing either. It's just what your personal preference is.
yeah. I mean, like again, for me, I think it might change. Like my answer to that would change based on circumstances. Like I said, if I had kids, like obviously that's a fucking completely different circumstance. Like, you know, like
Yeah.
you want to spend as much time with your kids as possible, and that would probably overtake anything that you ever had in terms of like aspirations. Like your kids would become number one. So like the answer would change, but right now, I'd take going out, hands down.
yeah, it's fair enough.
Fair
Can't,
play.
can't
Yeah.
really argue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel
If
like
anybody's watching this and wants to give me a football trial so I can become a great and die at 34,
you've got
you
12
know, I might not turn you down.
Barcelona on the phone.
Another 12
yeah,
years.
so yeah, you know,
Like,
Arsenal
help you
Aguero is he's given himself 11 years. Now he's got to achieve.
Ronald, I'll do it for you. Yeah, no, I don't know. Joking. I don't.
That was a more of a deeper one though, because like
Yeah,
it's weighing up what you love versus what you love,
Yeah.
right? It's,
Yeah, true. It's giving up two different kind of loves, isn't it?
yeah.
Like it's a choice between two different kind of loves.
And I thought we were way too funny this episode as well, so I want to go a little bit deeper.
I've given you at least 2 good clips.
Right, you have, and Shiv gave us one. Yeah, the fucking engineers BO.
You gave us the
Semen roulette.
No, don't say that.
The fucking BMX out the blue. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
out of the blue, man.
Oh,
So
it's been
fucking
cracking.
wild.
It's been an amazing podcast episode, and that's
Oh.
why people watching this should share it. And
Please, they're really
tell their
in,
mother,
they're
tell
really
their
in
mothers
for a
and
treat.
fathers to watch this.
They're
I've
really-
got rent to pay.
podcasting.
I need this monetization.
We need to blow up. Okay?
Listen, man,
We
all
need
6 of you,
subscription.
please.
How many subscribers have we got?
54. But I
Mad that
think,
we have more subscribers than we get views.
nah, do you want to know the reason
Nah,
why?
that's-
Like even our
That's pretty
subscribers.
standard.
So-
Nah, but even our subscribers aren't even real
No,
ones.
No, that's
no,
cool, man, that's
so
cool.
this is the thing, right? Is I've had this YouTube account from my old school FIFA skilling days, and I had like 35 on there then. So
Oh,
Mad. Okay.
yeah.
Well, you know, we're not quite as good as FIFA Skillers yet.
Hey man, if people need me to start uploading FIFA skill again, I will. All right, I will.
Shit.
If that's
Maybe
what
I
the public's demanding. I
I've
will.
also got some clips I could send you if necessary. I've scored
I've
a few good goals in
definitely
my
got
time.
something in the.
I can also show you goals that have been scored against me if you really want, because there's also been a lot of good ones of that.
Yeah.
The Waffle House montage, just fucking FIFA goals over Evanescence.
How would you feel about doing a watch along to something?
I'll be
Oh,
down.
You have the capability,
What
so it
like
could
what
be-
like Gogglebox? Gogglebox.
like a ripped off the kickoff, something like that.
I'll be
So
down.
like essentially all of us just watching like a TV show or like a movie.
Yeah. You get
Honestly, the best viewing would have been to have like I watched the Meg recently. And
Oh my
honestly-
god!
Honestly, watching my reactions during that would have been priceless. I reckon.
What were you? Did you think it was? Do you think it was a good film? Did you get? scared?
No, it is trash.
so
It's the
It's
worst
hot
film. Isn't
trash.
It? It's the
But
worst
it
film.
has Jason Statham in it, so like the casting lineup is insane for that movie.
Well,
And that
isn't Ruby
movie
Rose
is-
in it as well?
It's got Dwight
Ruby
Schrute.
Rose, Dwight Schrute, fucking Jason Statham. Oh, there's so many people in that movie that shouldn't be in that fucking movie. Like,
Bro,
and
don't.
then they've got like this black guy being like the most stereotypical black guy they've got. That he can't swim even though he works on a goddamn boat. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is
Oh, God.
insane. This is insane viewing. And I was like, honestly, trying my hardest not to lose my shit at the movie.
Do you guys not remember that time when I watched them? I stayed up till about 6 a.m. because I watched the Meg, and then on Amazon Prime it's got like suggested movies afterwards. I saw Megalodon versus like the fucking like a giant crocodile or something, or like Robo Croc or something like that. And I
Wait,
was
what
like,
did you just call it? What Megalodon?
Megalodon.
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 Right,
Shut
it's basically the same. I get
No,
it.
no, it just sounds like
Megalodon.
it's like when people say grass instead of grass. It's weird.
Grass.
Yeah,
Instead, but with
Weird.
Megalodon.
yeah. It's just
Anyway.
No,
Megalodon.
saying
I've
saying
never heard
grass
anyone
is
say-
definitely not as bad as saying megalodon.
I don't know. They're both pretty weird.
Bro,
Bro,
grass is alright.
Grass.
Grass is
Yeah,
alright.
cool.
yeah, do you know Megalodon's actually Greek for suck your mom? So anyway, if anyone wants to watch some weird ass movies, go watch anything to do with the Meg on Amazon Prime, right? Because I remember I literally was up one night and I was commentating it to the group chat. No one probably listened because it was like 5 a.m. and they're like minute long voice notes. But I was literally like, these are the worst films. And I was like sending videos in of the CGI. And it's the worst things I've ever watched. And one was like
a
the Meg was
good-
bigger than a cruise ship. Oh my god.
A good shit shark film is also Deep Blue because it's like the Meg,
Yeah.
but all the sharks are cyborgs.
That's crazy, man.
That's so funny.
Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of a different film. I'm thinking of Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, if you want another show that is trash, like hot trash, it was Shark Week 3 years ago. Michael Phelps. Can Michael
Oh,
Phelps swim faster than a shark? They got a shark at its slowest pace. They didn't get the quickest shark in the water to start with, compared to the quickest man in the water. So how does that work? They gave him goddamn fins so he could swim quicker. Then they only got like the explosive bit of a great white like jumping out of the water for like 2 seconds. Then it was just a hammerhead being like pulled along by a pedalo essentially. They had like this guy baiting a hammerhead on the back of a pedalo and they were just pedaling and this hammerhead was fucking following it. And they're like, well, this is the average pace of a wandering hammerhead. Put that for half the race. I'm like, this is bullshit. Michael Phelps cannot outswim a goddamn shark.
No.
You have to be mad to
No.
think that's even
Nah, bro.
anywhere near correct.
So,
Do you want
so-
the
In fact, they had to give him
Ship,
fucking
Ship,
flippers for
I'm
it.
just going to disprove you right here, right now. Who do you think the strongest swimmer is? Michael Phelps or Jason Statham? Michael Phelps, right? In the Meg, Jason Statham swims away from megalodons at least 3 times.
He does.
When
When he's trying
At
to blow
least
them
3
up.
times.
When he's trying to blow it up.
Well, that's-
Oh wait, that's a spoiler. But at the end,
If you've not seen the Meg by now, it's your fault.
yeah.
yeah, so true. So,
So
true,
he
actually.
essentially blows up the Meg at the end, and he has to go, and because something dies or whatever, he has to go.
Hey,
in.
No,
bro,
he-
I've
no,
been
he
put the
thinks-
spear through his eye and killed him.
yeah, no, but like he kills a whale first. No, Dwight kills the whale.
Dwight kills the goddamn whale. Goddamn Dwight. Thought it was goddamn fucking
Come
Meg.
on,
Just
Dwight.
this fucking whale.
Oh,
But yeah,
man.
no, most of the
But
times
yeah.
he got to swim away from the Meg, he was in a submarine.
Nah, the science stands because Michael Phelps can swim faster than Jason Statham, and Jason Statham can swim faster than a Meg.
Bro, how do
Yeah,
you
but
know?
who's to say Meg's a
How-
twin?
How do you know that? Have we had Michael Phelps versus Jason Statham in a race? No.
Yes,
we need
bro.
that. We need
I
Yes,
think
and
Michael
end
Phelps-
credit scene. Did you not
Maybe
wait
Michael
the end
Phelps
credit
takes
scene?
it in the water, right? But I think Jason Statham's got him on land.
I think
On the
Shark's got
BMX,
on land,
mate.
to be
On the
fair.
BMX. Have you seen
To be fair, he's
Transporter
definitely
3?
got him on a BMX.
Have you seen Transporter 3?
Yeah, yeah.
True,
Wait.
true. Just fucking cycling away.
Right. So Audi's going around the building, yeah? Okay, Transporter 3 spoilers coming up.
A film that was made in like 2008.
2006. So he's chasing this Audi around the building. He's got to get through the building and kind of intercept the Audi because I think it's got the girl he's transporting in the boot.
Right.
So
Okay.
I don't know where he gets his BMX from, but he gets on that BMX. He cycles through this weird factory thing. This kind of disused, classic, kind of stereotypical Eastern European disused factory. Okay.
Yeah.
So he's absolutely flinging it through this thing. He's he bunny hops onto a table. Basically, the big shot is he bunny hops onto a table. He slides on the BMX like at least 20 meters, goes through a window, and then like drop kicks the driver out of the Audi.
Yes.
And oh man, he says something sick afterwards, but I wish I could remember it. But mate, basically, Jason Statham on a BMX does Michael Phelps. I need to find out what he says after. That's so good.
Bro, his whole prescription says he's going like this.
Oh no, that's the classic BMX in a movie though.
Lammy, I right before we finish this, I need to find out what he says at the end of that scene because it's gonna do my head in that I didn't say it. You chat amongst yourselves, please.
Luke gets MVP of this podcast. He gets
MVP. You've provided so many fucking like big laughing moments this pod, mate.
I've been really tired. Once again, I'm really tired. So.
And two of them have been related to BMX. Right. So anyway, like we just waffled on a bit, but like I said, if you watch this, you have liked it. So subscribe, comment, share, do your thing, and we'll see you next week for another podcast. Peace.